Right? The only problem is that with the blue mat, you can see all the shiz that's on it. Um,
Keep shuffling around, right, to clear the board. It's not like the stuff that you're setting up for us, motherfucker. Well, we cleared that board though, so.
okay, well, it looks like we're just down Charles then. So what I thought was going to be a canceled game, now that Vay showed up, we can get after it because we got 4 out of 5 people. So that's good.
Is she sober?
Who knows? It's early, and I think she just woke up. So unless she was like sleep drinking, which is possibly a thing.
I can just imagine her still lying in bed with a laptop on her knee doing this.
Sleep drinking.
Naked. That's how I envision Vay all the time. Without clothes.
Now I have new goals.
It's not that warm in the swamp.
Let's pop this out, and I want to go clear, see all. We are going to shoot our way back to Hij Kingspire. Here we go, Crannon's Crater.
Oh, yes.
I had to, for some reason, this map was loading a collider, and that collider was forcing things to like explode off the table and stuff like that, which was really weird. So I deleted the map, reinserted it, and then sort of deleted it. But you'll notice now that the toilet's back. The shitter's back.
Right.
Huh?
Oh, yes.
I told you there was a shitter in here somewhere that the guy was going to the bathroom at. Okay, so let's crack out my PDFs and get after this.
It's too clean for your works, that is.
File, we want this one. And so when we last left off, we had destroyed or killed the giant that was in here. Crannon was his name. He was a sort of shamanistic stone giant. You guys defeated him. Now I'm pretty sure that Vay cast invulnerability on Pete, and then Pete just walked in here with a couple of flaming barrels of alcohol and doused all of the ogres or the orcs that were in here.
Pretty fucking glorious.
It was pretty glorious. There is I do some Reddit and stuff like that, and on one of the Reddits is there's a Reddit called Next Fucking Level, and then there's like other ones and shit. But like Hold My Feeding Tube is pretty good. Anyways, I saw this one where this guy's pumping gas, and I don't know if it was like Next Level or Hold My Feeding Tube, but he's pumping gas and this white van rolls in beside him, and these guys all pile out and they start surrounding him, and he just pulls the nozzle out of the gas and he starts spraying them all with gas, and they all just run like bitches, which I mean I would too, right? You're doused in gas and extremely flammable, but yeah, that's how he avoided getting robbed at a gas station. He just fucking douched them all with gasoline, and I'm like, that's Pete.
Genius.
Absolutely stellar. All right, so you guys ended up down in this little area in the back here. This is Crannon's room. With Crannon defeated and a search of his room, what did you guys find in here? I think you found some loot, but do you guys remember what you found?
If anything, I likely failed, so.
All right. Fantastic. You guys.
Immunity pill and some arrows.
Okay. Oh, yeah, I see that. So you got the arrows and shit like that on your deal there? Okay, good. So we did the search of the room, and I think we're going to pick it up basically with you guys walking into this room. So let me grab your characters, which are probably over here because this stuff all exploded. And I'm pretty sure I got a Granrick in here somewhere. Corey, I fixed your mini.
There's one. Oh, fuck yeah. Cool.
There you go. I actually moved the ball of light so that it's down near your feet and it shouldn't mess you up.
Neat.
Clunge. Here's a clunge for you. And Mercy, I found
You get a clunge. You got a clunge.
I found your character on a completely different map. So there's a Mercy. I'm pretty sure Yeah, I have a 1 of 4 Granrick right there. Charles is not with us today. Unfortunately, he is attending a funeral for a relative, I guess. So, suck it, loser. You probably have more fun here. Does that mean? Who knows? It's not like Charles is going to watch anyway. Okay. Hey, Drake. How's the audio, Drake, if you're still listening? If you haven't left by now with the boring monologue that I'm flapping on about here. Everybody put your characters in here, and I will describe to you what you guys see as you come around the corner. There is a little cave entrance right here. I need to shoot over here and drop this down to nighttime because we are in a cave, although it's probably more like dusk. It's a little more
Freeze
reasonable.
yourself in the gaping maw.
I don't see my mini anywhere.
I think I put it on your character sheet right over here.
Oh, yeah, okay.
There you go.
Walk around.
Ooh,
what kind of rank
stiff.
amateur shit is this?
Stiff. My audio is good, but the guy talking is an ass. What a son of a bitch. All right, kids. There is a... from this room, there's a small cave entrance. Through the stone... I got to turn my phone off so that it doesn't make irritating noises. Through this little stone walkway over here that leads underneath this little pathway and brings you out into this open area. Now, this is the actual open area of where the crater attacked. You know what? I'm gonna put it back to normal because you guys are outside now. So this little area with the trees and this little kind of mausoleum-looking doghouse is sitting in here. You can see that as you walk into this little area, there's a crater with some sort of silvery liquid in it. I didn't find anything that had silvery liquid, so I put in these little cool weird blue effects. And ahead of you is in this crater is this weird silvery type liquid. I want to say it kind of looks like mercury would. Around it are these pillars that sort of give off this sort of druidic vibe. There are trees growing in this little open area, and up in the top, you see there's a cave up here. Around the base of the cave, you'll see there's like skulls. You can see, bones and pickings and stuff like that, leading you to believe that there might actually be, some kind of carrion bird that's up in there. And then there's this weird mausoleum thing that's about the size of a, it's a little bit bigger than a person. So it's I don't even know how to describe how big it is because I just confused myself with what I was saying.
It's so big.
It's so big. So yeah, Granrick, you pop out. We'll start with you. And that is what you see ahead of you. This weird swirling tendrils popping out of this fluidic silver crater that is in the ground. And this must be what the party you were sent after here to recon was looking for. Well, all the kids are getting up.
Being a simple swamp folk turtle, I'm not used to seeing these visual magic things, so I'm quite freaked out by the sight of these tendrils just happen on their own. So I'm kind of shying away behind these stone pillars here, not really wanting to get too close to these tendrils. And I am on edge. Like high alert. Freak the hell out.
I'm freaking out, man.
I'm losing my shit. And
maybe Mercy's got something to calm your shit.
I do not get very close to it at all, and my eyes are fixated on these floating, glowing tendril things.
All right,
I've got a bow. I'm ready.
Make me a perception check.
Okay. A 13. What's the room? 14. Perception is what? Wisdom? I fail.
You fail? Okay. Yeah, so I guess you're quite enamored with this weird looking tendrils popping out of this silver mercurial liquid. So you're just kind of standing there with your bow, pointing at this thing, checking shit out, maybe looking over your shoulder. What's Mercy doing while this is going on? In fact, you know what I would like to do? I'm trying to think of a way for the last couple episodes of ICRPG to not go around and just sort of open it up more D&D style. And you guys just sort of go when you feel like you're going to go. And if you've taken an action, once everybody's taken an action, we'll consider that a round. But rather than go around the table, let's try that on for size. So I'm just going to open it up. And now the reason that I like ICRPG doing it this way for online games is it controls the audio of everybody. People aren't talking over one another, and everybody gets a turn and shit like that. But let's just try it this way and see what happens. I'm just going to throw that out there.
Well, I have a comment about that.
Yeah, go ahead.
I like everyone taking a turn. It's odd that it's always the same turn, though. That gets boring.
Right. That's I'm feeling what you're saying. I get what you're laying down. Yeah.
What you could do, Gary, and I've done this in my games, is when you reach a new scene, give the option to the players if they want to do a quick initiative roll, they can re-roll and just resort themselves out for that scene.
Well, this was my
and then continue to go in that order, right? Like, so in this case, this is a new scene for us. We roll a new initiative. We have a new order, and then once we change scenes, you could do another initiative and then kind of reshuffle things.
Or if not roll, we can actually decide.
Or figure it out. Yeah, I mean,
I was going to say popcorn initiative, they call it, where whoever you nominate whose go it is, they take a go and they then nominate someone else. The secret is that you don't leave the GM till the last, because at the end of the round,
right? Yeah.
He can say, "Oh, I'm going first next time." So it's quite.
So many tricks. All right, well, I'm just going to throw it out to you guys and let you sort it out. Yeah, do you see this weird
you already
silver?
asked me, so I'm going to go.
Okay, have at her. Tell me what you're doing, Mercy.
All right.
Don't take shit, Vic.
It's a gift, a sign from Mira.
Yes. Fuck yeah, you are.
Okay, you approach. Again, there's a crater in the ground. This crater was formed some time ago. It's cool. It's not hot. There's no weird kind of heat radiating from it. It's just a pool of silver liquid that has these weird sort of tendrils popping up out of it. They float around your head. None of them ever actually reaches out or does anything aggressive towards you. You're just kind of looking at this beautiful light. Now, that's not to say you can't touch it, so...
Well, I think she's going to try it out. I mean, it's a gift from Mira. So she's going to cup her hands and dip it in.
Nice.
Hey.
No bad's coming from this. This is how all great movies start.
Right.
Roll me a D10.
We get a 4.
Oh shit! I don't even know what that one does.
Anything but a 4. Anything but a 4.
I'll just throw it out to you. Do you guys know what Nistol's magic aura does? No. See what I mean?
Well, it's a magic aura, from Nistol.
From Nistol.
You want to get on top of this there, bud?
I could get on top of this really quickly because I know where my shit is. Let's go to AD&D, and we want to go to 5th edition.
Uh-oh.
And core books and player's handbook PDF. We'll load.
How do you spell it?
NY. Oh yeah, I should have just Google searched it. NYSTUL. Control F. Nistol. Nistol's magic aura. Here we go.
Quite phonetic.
What the frickin' frack? It says, okay, so this is what the spell says. You place an illusion on a creature or an object you touch so that divination spells reveal false information about it. The target can be a willing creature or an object that is being carried or worn by another creature. When you cast the spell, choose one or both of the following effects. The effects last for the duration. If you cast the spell on the same creature or object every day for 30 days, placing the same effect on it each time. Wow, holy shit, man. False aura.
That kind of strikes me as a reroll.
Oh, that's just weird. So Nistel's magic aura, it says for 24 hours. The creature is affected
you get the ultimate high vey. You're tripping balls for 24 hours.
Man, I'm thinking that what happens is you dip your hands into this thing, and I'm going to make you glow blue like for an entire day. You feel the presence of Ira soaring through your body, illuminating you in her holy light. Now, does Ira, or whatever the fucking hell her name is again? Does she have a color associated with her?
Oh, it's blue now.
Is it blue? It's blue now? Okay. So yeah, you dip your hands in there.
Now.
You're like, this is groovy. This silver material sort of just flows off your hands back into the pool that you're standing over. It doesn't leave a stain on you or anything like that, but you're the only...
I'm full of Ira. She fills my every orifice.
Why is Gary's gonna go get his name officially changed to Ira now?
Ooh. It fills your every aura. So yeah, you're like, hey everybody, I'm glowing blue, and nobody can see it but you. Have a hero coin for letting me fill your aura, all of your orifices in this game. That's rapey, but you know it is what it is.
The blue aura? Yeah, anytime.
I'll listen because you said it. It's okay.
Right? Yeah. So you feel like you've been ingratiated by the presence of Ira. You're pretty happy about that, and I'm going to get you to roll me a perception check as well.
All right. All right.
16. Fantastic. Inside this place over here, this building, this house, or whatever it is, as you're farting around down here and holding your hands up and, you know, looking at your glowing blue body, you hear something in here that's like maybe a bit of a low growl or something like that. Something is shuffled inside of this building back here.
All right, so I stand up, filled with Ira's glory, and point towards the mausoleum. Oh, there's something inside.
All right, who's next?
I'm going to go next. Clunge, because we've got a bit of a we're going got a bit of a pop theme here. We got Freddie Mercury in the ponds. We've got Granwick riding the edge from U2, and now bloody Mercy's pretending to be Madonna True Blue. So I'm gonna head for the mausoleum.
Oh, I did not expect that.
And
that's why I was drinking out of the pool first before Clunge peed in it.
And Clunge is he needs to go, so he's going to probably go for a little piddle in the mausoleum.
Okay, you approach this mausoleum, and inside of it, as you walk up to it, the closer that you get, the louder it becomes. You hear a like a growl from inside, and these red eyes flare up about the height of a dog. They flare up for a second, and then suddenly there's a second pair of eyes immediately behind it with a low growl coming from inside this mausoleum.
Uh-oh.
I suppose it could be George Michael in the WC before me.
He's in one of the bathroom stalls.
Playing posters with you.
Yeah. So, what's to do? Is the door shut? Is it? Or is it open?
There is no door on it. It's just dark inside.
Okay. In that case, I will sort of sneak up to the sort of edge there, and I will peek-sees around the corner.
All right. You sneak up there, and you peek-sees around the corner. There's really not much peeking going on. As you approach this thing and start looking inside, you can see the vague shadow of a two-headed animal in there. It's not coming out. It's kind of sitting back in the corner, but its eyes are like flared up red, and you can see two heads side by side, giving you the idea that maybe there's two of them. But for some reason, they sort of seem to be moving at the same, like they're attached to the same body.
Cool. Two-headed gorilla, I think.
Has to be a two-headed gorilla.
Yeah. I'll go, Clunch will go. Yeah, kitty, 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 kitty.
I don't have any gorillas in all of my saved objects. Do I have? Oops. Do I have a cat?
Just put a self-portrait in.
Oh.
Wow. No
Man,
gorilla. No cat. I might
Gary.
have a hound. There's one hound, but he doesn't have two heads.
Do you have a Cerebus?
Cerebus, yeah, Cerebus.
Sarah. No,
I mean, it's probably three, but it's
No-
probably three heads. But
no Sarah anything.
It's CER.
CER, you uncultured swine.
Isn't that what I said? I said Sarah. How dare you? CER. Oh shit, son. Skaboosh.
Hey!
Look at that. Does it have? Oh, it has three heads. Suddenly, Pete.
Good enough.
I don't know where Pete went to. Suddenly,
The
Pete.
third head glooms around. From
Another pair of eyes appear from. I'm going to put this guy in there. He hasn't come out yet. There you go. So you get the gist that there's maybe three things in there, but now I've ruined it with showing you. So I'm just going to say he comes out and attacks. Fuck you, Pete.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right? Let's get this party started. I'm not even sure what a frickin' hellhound or a Cerebus does, but
No, it'll do it three times though.
that's right. Death Dog. We're going to do... Maybe he breathes some fire and I can get something cool. Keen hearing and smell. Pack
Sweet.
tactics, bite, fire breath. Oh, Pete.
Oh, pack tactics isn't good.
No, in fact, I think I might even have like a flaming fire thing or some shit like that. Fire, fireflies, fire pop, wall of fire. How about we do, let's check for flame. Flamethrower.
Yay!
Oh,
Oh wow!
looping effect off. Now if I hit 1, 2, 3. Why is that not triggering anything? Transparent. Trigger effect is 1. A piece of poop.
There we go.
So
Ooh, ah, ooh, ah, ooh, ah, ooh, ah, ooh, ooh, ooh.
all right.
Start toasting your marshmallows.
Fuck this
Yeah.
piece of shit. All right, it was fun while it lasted, but that's all you get. That's all you get. Oh, here's a little mini flame jet that I have. Look. Pew, 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 pew. Sorry, Pete.
It's like that reminds me of a strip show I went to with the woman with ping pong balls.
Don't be throwing your tapioca at us.
Oh boy.
I,
I bet they stick to your face when they hit.
Yes, they did. He got a little cold sore that night.
she must be an international porn star kind of a deal, or a stripper or something like that, because there was
no, she was definitely trailer trash, as you would say over there.
Yeah, there was a woman here 20 years ago that used to do that at the local bar. She would put ping pongs inside her vagina and then shoot them. And if her ping pong landed inside your beer,
and this is where you say, and that's when I met the wife.
she was a lovely woman.
I don't even think we need a game right now. Just keep going. This is great.
Hey, this is shady story time, man. You know what I mean?
Bringing the shady to the shady story time.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, inside, Pete, this thing shoots a flame, the 15-foot cone, each creature in that area. So you're going to make a DC dexterity saving throw, or it's going to be, well, I'm just going to do because this is ICRPG and I'm doing a conversion, we're going to do magic and ultimate.
Oh,
Okay.
shit.
So did you say dexterity saving?
Dexterity check, save for half, bud.
Okay. Roll, you son of a gun. Go on, roll. Oh, stupid. Sorry, being stupid. I'm rolling on when it says Dex on my character sheet. Bloody astral.
Oh,
Just as bad.
All right. Fire breath is magic, which is D10 and D12 for ultimate. A huge gout of fire sprays out, hitting you for a full 11 points of fire damage. I'm on fire. I want to lock this guy in here, and I'm going to scooch him back in because he's kind of inside the mausoleum. He's not really outside, so he kind of has a bit of cover. Pete, you're on fire a little bit. I'm gonna change your name from Naked Clunge to Flaming Clunge.
At least my clothes can't burn off.
I'm gonna let you retaliate if you like, Pete.
Oh, I think I might take a little swipe at the little poochie poo.
Flaming Clunge.
Oh, Duff.
Wow. What happens, Pete? What happens?
Well, fortunately, I get some weird look out of this as well. So, but I reckon I take another D4 points of damage because I get too close to the Cerebus as I'm trying to do it. So if you want to roll that for me. Boom, 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 boom. And some weird luck. Oh, I know. And for my weird luck, I'm going to find a pile of clothes that fit me just on the corner over here that somebody's discarded. Did you roll for me? Did you roll me another 4 damage? Did you?
You can roll it yourself and apply your own damage. I'm trying to find. I was trying to find a pile of clothes. You got a pile of bones, pile of crates, gravel pile, lumber pile, pile of skulls.
And you just knew it was going to be a 4, didn't you?
Perfect. All right, so yeah, you take a shitload of damage, and then you end up kind of over in this little area around the side. You fall down, but luckily for you, you fall into a pile of clothes over there somewhere.
Yep.
Excellent.
And I'm going to say the ladies' clothes as well.
Right, that was lucky.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
That was really lucky. Thaz, you're last to go.
Pretty and witty.
Yeah, what do you got, Thaz?
Oh, wow.
Bring the heat, broseph.
He's gonna walk on over. He's gonna see Mercy tripping balls, which is not an unusual thing.
Yeah, she's just standing there. She's like, "I'm blue. I'm blue."
But we do see this creature in there, so I think he's gonna fire a magic missile there. And let's see. Roll it. That would be a nope. That's
wow.
only a 9. Yep. The rune fizzles out in his hand.
Okay.
Like, damn it again.
So that is everybody. So that's going to swing around to my turn. This hellhound is going to come flying out of the building that he's in. I think I got to do a little bit of a. Let's move that up. Choose the hellhound. He sticks his head fully out of the building, and then we'll put the building back where it belongs. He sees Pete laying on the ground, and his fire breath is going to recharge on a 5 or a 6. So let's see if I can get a recharge on the fire. Oh, snap, son. Things are not
Oh
looking good
man,
for Pete. As the is he locked? He
as he pulls
turns.
his bonnet on.
Yeah, he turns. He sees you in a pile of clothes there, laying on the ground, and he's going to try and fire breath you again. I'm going to roll damage, Pete, and you are going to roll Dex. Oops, ignore this roll. I rolled the same dice twice. So he sticks his head out, and he tries to torch you for, wow, 11 points of fire damage. Make me a dexterity check at difficult. You fucking duff that one too. You're muted, Petey.
It's not quite instant kill, but close to it.
Okay. What do you got for hit points left? You just laying there on fire?
I'm on. Was it 16? Was it?
No, it was only 11.
It was 11, so I'm on -9.
-9 hit points from this dog that just popped out and started torching. Okay, well, if that's the case, I'm going to put Pete on fire. The dog then turns his attention to the next nearest person, which is Mercy. He leaps over here, and he's just going to try and do a bite attack, which is, you know, nothing fancy. Let's see if I can hit Mercy. What is his strength? He gets a +3 to this roll. 21. Does that hit? I'm pretty sure it does. And fire damage is, or breath damage is going to be, not breath damage, bite is going to be 2d6. So you take a whopping 7 points of damage as this thing lurches towards you and chomps into your flesh. Oh, I fucked up this roll. I had to fix it. So let's roll this and whatever it lands on, which is a 2. I'm going to remove or reduce the rotation value, so that's going to be at a 1. Lock that in place, and then I'm going to open the table up to you guys, and just whoever wants to go can get after it.
Well, my eyes are wide like a deer caught in the headlights. I mean, I was all amped up looking at those tendrils and seeing what Mercy was doing, and now I see this dog. I mean, pretty much kill clunge. So I am amped, like I am focused. I've got an arrow drawn, and I am going after this damn dog.
All right, let it fly. I like that because it suits the story. You did say that you were over there, you know, being fully aware.
Yes.
Here we go.
Now,
amazing.
Does that arrow hit Mercy, or does it shoot fast or past and hit clunge?
It hits Mercy right in the knee ditch.
I took an arrow to the knee.
All right, roll some damage.
Oh, geez, damage.
Yeah, roll some damage on Mercy. Mercy.
Well, the good news is it isn't over a 15, so you can't keep doing it.
Right?
It's 3.
All right, so you take 3 points of damage.
Plus my bonuses. Sorry, it's 7.
Okay, 7 points of damage. This arrow strikes you right in the knee. Now, do you fall into the pool of silvery liquid, or do you bounce back? What happens to Mercy?
Oh, I jump into the pool. I got a dog attacking me. I got a turtle attacking me.
Fuck this, I'm going in.
I'm going for Ira's grace.
Okay, so roll me a d10 as you jump into the pool.
The only safe spot in here. Let's have a 6 this time.
Oh, wow. Okay, so let me see if I have a thing. I don't even know where I could find this thing at. Son of a gun. Oh, wait a second. Let's just do this. I am going to say that
What?
What?
Oh, I gotta close this down.
Or
Uh-huh.
It's a Stargate.
There we go.
Nice.
I'll shrink that down a little bit so that it's more on size. And right about that big. So you dive into the pool. Now, this pool is not really very deep. It maybe is a foot or so deep. But as you put your foot into it, ahead of you, you can see the image of a door. And now this actually, I'm going to make this door open. Door closed, door open. Because it is a dimension door. Looking through this door, from your perspective, Mercy, because you're so close, you can see what looks to be like the grass sea that you had come through to get to Crannon's crater. And it looks like this is some kind of portal door that will pop you from here to the grass sea.
Huh.
oh boy, oh. Hey, look, guys, a way out.
Yes.
All right, so I guess it's my turn.
Okay.
All right, well,
What are
I'm
you
not
doing?
going to leave.
Are you gonna bail? Fuck lunch.
Well,
He's
I'm
on
gonna climb
fire.
out to the pool. No, and I come over here next to the door. Let's see. All right, there we go. I say, in here, guys, this is the way out. I'm gonna fire off a holy nova to help out Clunge, or I should say, attempt to. The room's a 14.
Yeah, I think it's still 14.
All right, it goes
Oh,
off.
fuck. Look at that.
All right, roll for some health. I will.
So that's 26.
All right, Clunge. You get 26 hit points back, so that's going to put you up to
Jesus.
15 hit points.
Yep.
All right, but I am going to say that you're on fire because you're laying in a pile of burning clothes. So when you come to, you're going to have your 15 hit points. When it comes around to your turn, as you get up off the ground and try and get away from the burning embers and the flames and the fire of this pile of clothes that you luckily found, I'm going to just apply some basic damage to you. Probably give you a little 4 points of burning damage as you run away, and then we'll put the fire out.
All right, so one more thing before. I mean, I still have movement, and I want to go through this door if the dog continues after me. Otherwise, I'm going to stay in here and hold this door open for everyone else. I have 6 hit points left. I will go down if I get hit again.
Okay, so the dog is looking at you. He's growling in your general direction. I'm just going to say it's going to be chance if he goes through this door or not. We'll leave it up to chance. You want to roll odd or even on a d20?
I mean, odd or even if he comes after me, you mean?
Yeah, you can call it however you want it to work out in your favor. Do you want to call him? You can call him and say, here, kitty, kind of a thing, and see if he'll come after you. You want to try and persuade him?
No, I don't want him to.
Try and lure him through the door. Shut the door behind him.
Don't want him to. Okay, I got you. Well, yeah,
yeah. So if he comes after me, let's make this clear. I'm going through this door and I'm shutting it.
Okay. Sweet.
Because I can get hit again, I'll die.
Okay, so he is going to come after you. You're the closest treat to him, so he's eyeballing you and getting ready. I'm going to say he even rears back on his hind legs and he's getting ready to jump towards you.
Save yourself.
All right, I'll go through the door.
All right. Skaboosh.
Perfect.
Door closes.
That's going to jump in now.
And we're going to go door closed. Fantastic. All right, so Mercy, you end up somewhere else. I'll move your character off of this map. And Granrick or Thazit? Who's doing what? Clunch? Clunch hasn't had a turn either. It was all Mercy, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Thazit's going to step in. He's going to try and cast Hammerstone over top of the Cerebus there.
Okay.
And I do mean try. That's not good enough. Here's my biscuit.
Oh, we got a biscuit. We got a biscuit.
We're going to add the 12 to it. Jolly really needs a 1. So that's more than enough. And so big old rock is over top of this thing, and in 2 rounds, it'll drop.
All right, fantastic.
Over top of it. So I just got to keep alive to make sure that this thing goes off. So in trying to keep alive to make sure this thing goes off, he's going to tuck in behind these 2 rocks, or these 2 right there.
Yep, these little druidic pillars. Granrick or Pete?
I quickly yell out to Clunge because he's already stopped. I mean, he's, so you've stopped. You're already dropped. You're on fire. Roll, bitch. Roll.
Well, funny enough, Clunge did want to go to the toilet, so he's going to lie on his back, pee in the air onto himself, and then he's going to roll left and right to put himself out.
Okay.
Like a garden sprinkler.
Sounds good. Let me just, I'm just going to roll a d4 and you can take this much damage. Do your business. You whip your knob out. You start whizzing all over the place. Take 3 points of damage. The fires and embers go out. You're rolling back and forth. Daniel, Granrick has yelled across at Clunge, garnering the attention of the Cerebus. This 3-headed dog turns and looks at you as you're yelling. He's not paying any attention to Clunge. Clunge, that's just your action. If you wanted, or sorry, your movement, let's say.
Yeah.
If you wanted to take an action, you're kind of laying on the ground, covered in your own whiz, which is typical Tuesday for you. So what are you doing?
Yeah.
Not unusual.
Yep. So I think this might be an ideal opportunity to try and cast my wild growth power and try and sort of put some vines over the top of the Cerebus.
Okay.
Nice.
Wisdom power, wild growth. I just want to.
Well, we'll overgrow a target with vines and immobilize it.
All attempts by or close to the target are hard. Okay. Excellent.
Come on, baby. Let's get a 14. 15. Yes. That's more like it. So, a load of vines come hurtling out of Clunge's fingers and wrap said Cerberus up.
Nice.
Oops. Trying to get my bush on top of this guy. There we go. He's covered in green vines.
Yeah, you need to trim your bush. You need to trim your bush a little bit more there.
I got my bush on him.
Oh, man, I got to trim your bush comment, but I'm going to leave that one alone for right now. Granrick.
70s porn.
Okay, I see these vines come and tangle up the Cerberus dog here, and I'm still amped up from everything that's going on. So I just quickly strafe over to my right, just get a better angle. I draw my bow, and I'm attacking this dog.
This is going to be an easy attempt by you because he's immobilized. Anything he tries to do is going to be hard for him, but he's kind of trapped in there a little bit. So this is like, it's kind of like shooting at a target right now. This is target practice for you. So I'm going to make this an easy attempt.
Now you have seen the ones rolled in this game today, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Tell me how you hit Clunge again.
Just this rogue arrow strikes the cobblestone, just bounces up, hits him in the leg. It's
You only gotta
lost
get in the
most
web,
of,
right?
it's lost its momentum. It hit the ground.
Right.
But he looks at me and he's like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah, it doesn't do any damage. It just kind of like, like you said, all the momentum was lost as it pierces the ground, and it just skids up to his feet and just like badunk, hits him right in the foot. He looks up at you like, "What the hell?" That's everybody this round.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Okay, so
Wait, what?
well, yeah, that's everybody's turn this round. So I'm gonna re-roll my my 6 and see if I get my flame breath back. Nope, my flame breath doesn't come back. Now, he is trying to get out of this thing. You can see this dog, his 3 heads are going back and forth. It's biting and chomping and trying to do some damage to this thing. Wild Growth doesn't really say, so he can't move, but it doesn't say how he would get. All attempts by or close to the target are hard. So he's going to try and make a strength roll. It's going to be difficult. I'm not going to say that. I'm going to say he can move a little bit, but he's going to be half movement, which wouldn't put him close enough to do anything. Okay, so he's completely stuck. This thing it starts to yip. It's like, yard, yard. One of its heads is giving off that holy shit, I'm stuck kind of a thing. And this door, threats, treats, and timers, this door slowly starts to disappear. Meow. So much so that as it's fading down and disappearing, you realize that it's becoming utterly useless. It's just going to fade away into oblivion. Now, I can't do nothing. So I will say, Mercy, excuse me. You step through the door and you close it behind you. From your side, this portal is gone. The dimension door that you walked through just sort of fades away, and you're standing in what appears to be the grass sea. Now, over on this map, that puts you, I want to say, within a couple hours' ride of the Grimshackle Jail. It takes you. Oh, it doesn't take you long because you can see the Ticklebelly Hills and the Dragonspine Mountains, and so you've got a pretty good idea that you're basically sort of in the middle of the grass sea. On the A of ass in grass is where you're at. You come out of the little pucker hole of the ass part of the grass sea.
Holy cow.
Yeah, you get your bearings, and you realize that you've been portaled miles away. You're standing in the grass sea, and a quick survey of the area around you, you can see that there is a trail where the grass has been bent over, and it leads off towards the town of New Haven.
Right. Well, I remember the way too, where my friends are, so I'm gonna head back.
Okay, your friends are days away.
So here's my thought. When she goes to the door, she's like, "Oh, thank Ira, she saved me." And then I realize where I am. I'm like, "Oh no, I left everyone behind." And I feel terrible. So now I'm going to start jogging, making my way back.
Get that cardio going.
So you're down here and your friends are about here. They're a full day's plus travel away. And yeah, I mean, okay, so you start making your...
I mean, it doesn't need to make sense, right? I mean, it's just what she's going to do.
Okay, fair enough. That's what you do. You just run off towards the Ticklebelly Hills. Again, I'm stuck in ICRPG mode. What are you guys doing? Somebody pick it up.
Well, Thazza will. He's got to hold the hammer spell, so that's going to drop another. That's going to drop a point. So when one more round, that thing's going to land on him. He's got to keep that spell going. He's got to hold that spell.
Okay. Clunge. So you're not really going to do anything then. You're just kind of concentrating on.
Just call it. Yeah, just call it concentrate on the spell. It doesn't really say one way or another. I mean, it doesn't allude to the fact you got to do a concentration check or nothing.
Yep. Well, I tell you what I'm going to do then.
Logic dictates that I got to hold the spell, and it's going to take 2 rounds for the drop on it.
Sure. What I'm going to do is we're going to manipulate this a little bit because you're concentrating so heavily on casting this spell. If you make another successful cast, I'll let it go off a round early because you're trying to, put your power into summoning it.
I like it. So a success kind of reduces the timer then.
There you go.
And that does it.
Bada bing.
Does it. So the spell goes off. And it drops, it hits it for 3 hearts, utterly crushing anything below with 3 hearts or less.
Okay. So the as this meteor strikes down upon this unscathed as of yet Cerberus, this 3-headed dragon, one of the heads takes all of the abuse. Like, I guess this is a big meteor kind of a thing. It has 4 hearts, so I mean you've basically done a shit ton of damage to this thing. But I am going to say this: what I'm going to do is your hammer hits it so hard that it reduces the wild growth spell. It just sort of annihilates all of that. This little bit of flame and fire erupt as your hammer fall comes down, sending this dog flying over top of the pool. It lands over here somewhere, smashes into this this little pedestal, and it's kind of laying on the ground, not dead, but I'm going to put it in dead mode. It's just kind of like, oh, that hurt. It's wiggling its legs a little bit. Some of its heads are biting at the air. Some of them are just laying there lifeless as you've almost utterly destroyed this thing. 30 of 40 hit points. Nice. Clunge or Granrick, have you guys gone? I need a...
No. Granrick, do you want to go next?
Give her hell, Clunge.
Okay. I'm going to smack said doggy for biting me and setting me on fire.
All right.
Hit it with a rolled up newspaper. Bad.
Yep. Bad doggy. Bad doggy. That'll be a 20. That's enough. So that will be 8 points of damage.
Okay. Yeah, the old Cerberus lets out another yip as a second one of its heads just kind of goes limp, down to one little tiny head left. Granrick, are you going to be able to save the day, or are you going to shoot another hole in Clunge?
No, I'm amped. I gotta get this dog. I mean, it's pissing me off. All right, let's see what we can do. Finally!
Hey!
And I can hit again if I have to.
All right. Well, it's only got 2 hit points left, so I mean, we can pretty much assume that even if you rolled the lowest damage, this thing is going to be. This thing is going to. You sink an arrow into its last head, and this dog just sort of lays there. The fire in its eyes go out, and leaving the 3 of you guys, panting. Some of you on fire, covered in piss, and that puts an end to it. So that's going to be. I don't really have anything to do because you've sort of nuked my last guy. I'm going to roll my dice here. No, you're not going.
You killed all my toys.
I want to see because it was a fire-breathing dog. I want to see if I can remove a couple of its fangs to see maybe if I could fashion some fire arrows at a later point.
Not a bad idea.
All right,
that's cool.
Yeah, see if you can pull out those flamethrowers.
Mm-hmm.
And Clunge will turn to Thazit and Granrick and says, "Where did Mercy go?"
Yeah.
I was on fire rolling around. 1 minute she was there. Where's she gone?
Mercy? Mercy.
Maybe I know. Maybe she went in the mausoleum. So Clunge will take a trip over to the mausoleum to see if she's she popped in there while we were distracted.
Yeah.
Mercy.
I think.
Meanwhile, Mercy's running across the field,
Yeah.
glowing blue.
She's full
powered
cardio.
by the. Yeah.
She's full Peloton right now.
Yeah, she's doing Forrest Gump now.
Yeah. Well, I think Thazit would like to draw a vial and try and fill the vial up with some of the silver stuff. I'm not sure what it is, but I'm thinking somebody like Wonder Canoodle wants to be re-meet up with the town and that, can give it to him to do some stuff. I mean, Thazit's not an alchemist by any means, but I'm sure somebody.
How's that for a
figure
cool
it out?
magical portal?
What the hell?
Whoa.
Yeah, unfortunately, I don't think I can make it any smaller, but damn it.
Oh
I was
man, the
kinda-
turtle must be freaking right out now.
You're not with your wife now.
There's my other magic portal. All right, screw those things.
Ooh.
Okay, Clunge, you walk inside the this little mausoleum, and on the floor you see all these like runic circles with different phases of the moons and different symbols and stuff like that. And you've been around long enough to realize what a portal symbol thing is. And yeah, in the actually, I think I even had a. See, I don't think I have. Maybe I have weapons. Melee weapons. Let's do a thing like this, and I'll search in here. And I want to find a thing.
It's like a fucking Mario portal. There's a pipe that comes out of the ground.
Yeah, there's quite literally is what I was looking for. So I'll delete this bag. Skaboosh. Pick this up. And lock F8. This is what you find in this room, Pete. Something like, let's put it this way with the handle up. Then we will put it into the ground, adjust it a little bit so that it looks like it's in the center, like so, and skaboosh. Inside the portal room on the ground, you find this runic symbol. In the middle of it, you see this pulsating purple gem. As you step onto the floor or even sort of, look inside, there's just a tiny, tiny hint, a glimmer of magical power left in the handle that is in the center of this thing. It's pretty obvious to you, I would say, that if you grab it, you might portal out of here.
So I'll shout to the guys and tell them, I think Mercy might have touched this damn thing. So if we all grab it together, hopefully we'll find her.
So you're asking us to come grab your purple sword?
Oh, that is one way of saying it, yes.
Wow.
Okay.
Can you guys grab my purple wand? Granrick,
it is a typical Tuesday night then. Awesome.
Granrick, what are we going to roll? We're going to roll wisdom on this one? I'm thinking.
Wisdom.
Yeah, because it's or would it be let's use intelligence because it's an underrated skill, and I think that you somewhere in the past, it's not so much wisdom, it's intelligence. You know that you could pull a thing off of this Cerebus. You've read somewhere in the past, and that's your idea. So I'm going to have you just make an intelligence check, or yeah, let's do an int check.
Bam.
That's target number. You definitely remember somewhere in the past a thing that you can do where you can cut the maybe the fire sac off of this thing out of its mouth or the tooth or something like that, and you could attach it to one of your whatchamacalls and shoot like a flaming arrow sword with the teeth of this thing. Now there's 6 teeth in it, so let's make a dexterity check, and then if you succeed, let's see how many of these sacs you get out of the mouth of this thing. Could be up to 6.
Right. And we'll say they're a fang because it replaces my arrowhead and it just deals fire damage. How's that?
That's 15, 13,
9. And
9.
You said, oh, that was a dex check, eh?
Yep.
So that's a 13. That's a miss.
Okay, so roll your d6 and you'll be able to get half of what you roll. All right.
Uno.
After a bit of hacking and slashing, you finally pull one out, and you think you've got it intact, sack and all, flame sack, and so yeah, you can have one sweet flaming arrow. This arrow will do D10 plus D12.
Oh,
D10 and D12. All right.
Yep, magic and ultimate, because when it hits, it just explodes into like a fireball kind of a deal. But you only get one of them. You hear Clunge call from inside the cathedral after you're cutting those things out. It doesn't take long to sort of chop the mouth out of this thing. And what's everybody going to do? Are you going to follow Clunge and grab the purple sword?
Yes, I will.
That sounds like a plan.
All right. So everybody,
Not a good one, but it sounds like one.
Makes their way into the mausoleum.
All right.
Bazit, you reach in and you grab the big, juicy purple knob. You're the last person to put your hand on it. Power pulsates from the runes on the ground up through the pommel. And just as the power is about to hit your hand, you look at the pool and think to yourself, I should have probably grabbed a sample of that. Kapoosh! And suddenly you're standing in the middle of the grass sea, and you look off in the distance as you look around, and you can see Mercy's probably half a mile away. She's running back towards the mountains.
Don't worry, guys. I got it in every orifice.
And yeah, that's going to wrap up this deal. So, you guys are, again, right near the A in the grass sea. Mercy's tracks lead towards, well, you can see the grass is bent in the direction she's running towards the Ticklebelly Hills.
Well, you can see me. I'm glowing blue.
There's a nice trail of, well, to you, they don't see the, but you're like, hey, I'm over here. Yeah, you're the only one that sees it. There is a trail that leads off towards where you know New Haven would be, and obviously the apparent trail. So somebody had portaled here and had worked their way back to New Haven, yeah, from where you're at, it takes you a couple of seconds. You guys get your bearings and can make your way back to Grimshackle.
Nice.
That is the end of that adventure. I'm going to let everybody take an advancement. I will also pull your characters off of here, and where do I want to put them? I'll put them over here because everybody can grab them. So while I'm setting up the next deal, I'm going to pack this up.
Picking the advancements from the core or
either or. The 2E is fine as well. Clear.
Let's see. There's my core. There's my 2E.
Grimshackle 1, I think is the one I want. Grimshackle 1. Okay, go. Now, do I have you guys standing in here? There's Claw, Mysterious Spy Guy, some townsfolk. Aya Glenmere is here, Araville, Kiera. And I will grab you dudes off the map, and I'm going to drop you right in here with Mercy. All right.
I am going to add 1 to my stat.
Okay. So what we're just going to do here real quick then is you guys are out in the grasslands. You've got about probably 3-4 hours before it's going to, of walking. Probably actually more than that because you are on foot. You don't have your horses anymore. So I'm going to say it's probably about 6 hours worth of travel. It's fairly early in the morning. So you'll end up back at Grimshackle mid-afternoon, close to dinner time. While you guys are making your way back, Granrick, you've added some abilities to your character sheet. You've changed one of your stats.
Yeah.
Work that into the story for me. What do you guys tell me a story while you're walking back to Grimshackle about your adventures that might pertain to how you're going to change your abilities or something like that, or just tell me a story.
With all these encounters we've been going through, and me picking up various items from carcasses and the different plant life and everything from where we've been, I've kind of figured out that a more efficient way for me to use my bow. So I've been practicing, and now I'm getting much more strength, say, out of my bow. I upped my dex.
Okay.
I've got much finer motor skills, you could say, that I've been working on.
Excellent. Yeah, you're practicing pulling it off your back and doing the quick draw and taking aim, and maybe you're shooting things as you walk through the grass sea and whatnot, picking up your arrows. You're just practicing your shots and stuff like that. Doing some ninja kicks and some high kicks and some flips and shit like that on the way back. Everybody's looking at you like you're a dork, but you don't care because you just feel dexterous all of a sudden. Mercy, what did you take for an advancement?
I'm gonna grab another spell.
Ooh, what are you taking?
Oh, not quite sure.
Okay.
Move on to the next person. Come back to me.
Not a problem. We don't have to. We don't have to come back to you. We'll just say that as you're highlighted in blue light. Only you can see it, but you swear you feel like the divine presence of Ira, and you're praying to her to receive some kind of new power or ability. That's what you're going to basically spend your time doing, praising Ira. And by the time you get back to Grimshackle, you'll have yourself a new spell. We don't have Charles. Thazit? What is Thaz doing?
Well, because Thazit's pretty much a thrall of Baron Cardoga, he's kind of learning off of Baron Cardoga and what he does and his ways and about him. He's going to pick up on the milestone ability of Summoner. He's going to roll int to conjure a monster.
Ooh, nice.
And given that Thazit's a very scholarish kind of dude, and he always has a notebook and a quill or something, man, he's going to start logging like his own little monster manual just for reference and go, oh yeah, that thing. Pass.
Very cool. All right, fantastic. Clunge?
Clunge is going to increase his dex stat by 1. It's current. It should be on the 1, I think.
Okay.
So I'm going to put it up to a 2, and he's got that by dancing around while he was on fire. He's sort of got himself a bit more dexterous and a bit more nimble on his feet now.
Yeah, you're kind of practicing that whole thing. I don't know, being lit on fire. Yeah. That is a thing that freaks me the fuck out. It's like drowning. I don't want to go either of those ways. I mean, unless I'm drowning in a hot lady's vagina. But other than that, right? I do not want to drown, and I do not want to be set on fire. Those are two ways I don't want to go out. So I would imagine then, as you guys are walking back, you and Granrick are both, maybe Granrick shooting arrows at you, and you're practicing dodging them and stuff like that. And that's how the two of you become a little more dexterous. All right, that's cool.
Yeah. I'm taking freeze.
High five.
All right, Mercy. Mercy.
Yeah. So I realized that I've been blessed with some extra gifts, and I think I've manifested it into a freeze.
Yeah, you could tie that into the story, which would work fantastically because you just saw Clunge on fire. That maybe that hit you some, and you're thinking, some kind of cold effect to counteract the fire effect. But it manifests itself in the ability to immobilize enemies. I like that.
Near range, which is
right.
Nice.
Your intent was to help maybe fire extinguish Clunge if he ever lights himself on fire, but you've come up with this.
It's going to happen again.
I believe it will be.
Right.
I'm sure it will, yeah.
All right, sweet. You guys make your way back to Claw. The gate's open. You're welcomed back in. Claw comes down from whatever room he's in, and he greets you in the little front area of Grimshackle. He looks at you guys, and you exchange stories. We don't need to go into the whole detail. Everybody tells Claw. You fill him in on the details of what happened. And, when you start talking about the pool that you saw with these weird, strange tentacles and stuff like that, Claw immediately informs you that he believes that is a pool of radiance, that that is like a direct connection to the gods of some kind. It's his mysticism kind of a deal, but that that is
that.
yeah, that is pure power. Has like, you know, maybe like a tear of the gods from the weave or something. He goes on some big ramble and shit like that. He's like, but he's like, as he's talking to you, he says that would explain some things. And you see the mysterious spy guy. He's kind of standing over in the corner. And Klaus says to you, he's like, I've heard tale as of late that over the course of the last day or so, half day, that these thorns have sprung up around the town of New Haven. It's covered in massive vines and thorny thickets. And Claw's like, I fear that the town is lost. I fear that there is no rescue for New Haven. But I do have one last thing that I would request of you. I would like you to go back to New Haven one last time and rescue on a rescue mission and retrieve some people of great importance, people that were strong defenders of Flan, people in positions of power, much like the what the hell was the Lord guy's name? Anyways, he says much like so and so. He tells you though that I gotta find my book here. The people that he would like you to go back and get. My spies have told me that the Lord Sage, Theo, the Lord Sage of Lauren Latte, has been imprisoned in his tower in the library. Thazit, this strikes you as a personal deal because you and him were kind of close. You would spend many mornings out trying to.
That's enough for Thazit's end. That right there was enough.
Yeah. So
if Theo needs help, he's in.
Yeah. Rumor has it that Vorgan Sherax has imprisoned him inside the library. Literally imprisoned him. That the library is encased or encapsulated in thorny thickets and branches. There is no way out. It's a prison, but I'm assuming that Vorgan Sherax realizes the value of having the Lord Sage, the knowledge and the wisdom contained within his head is, phenomenal, being that he's an old elven man. He's or half elf, and he's too important to chew on. So, he's captured him and is keeping him prisoner inside of his own library. The other person that I would like you to go find is the second to Alid Burl, a woman that you have run across before. Thazit, you'll remember her. Her name is Giselle Greycastle, and she was a former captain of the Black Fist. Now, it's thought that she is held inside the prison within Stogeno Gate, which is where the Red Plumes have their little outpost and stuff like that. And that's basically where he thinks they're keeping her, is right in there. But she's got a bunch of information. She was sort of one of the head runners or gatherers of information from the when Vorgan Sherax first had shown up, and this is more of a mercy mission to rescue her. They believe that she's already been captured and that she's being beaten and stuff like that. But being that she was a captain, former captain.
What area was that again?
Inside the Red Plumes hideout, or not the hideout, the Red Plumes jail at the front of New Haven. So both of them are in a similar area. There is a third one, but
it's basically the Red Plume HQ then.
Yeah, this adventure wants you guys to go rescue Madame Fiona from the tea kettle. But I don't really feel like we did much. We hit Madame Fiona a couple of times. She was the little halfling that sent you out in your first couple of adventures. So I'm going to say fuck her. She can burn and die in this story, as far as I'm concerned. I don't know.
I was going to say, please,
right?
Please don't switch it to Cockburn. Fuck that guy.
Oh man, It was really funny as I was sort of putting this together. I was thinking to myself, man, I want to make one of these people Walmsley. And I was thinking to myself, you have to rescue Walmsley because he has that book, and that book it shows the lineage of New Haven, and it's quite valuable because, you know, if we ever do defeat the dragon, we're going to need some semblance of
need to rebuild.
Yeah, of who's who. If
we
the
need
dragons.
to rescue the book.
I like it, dude. That's actually a really good one.
And I was thinking to myself, yeah, that's how I'm going to get you guys to go get Walmsley out because he's in the city there too. But fuck that. We're going to end this bitch so we can get on to some Savage Worlds. Claw has told you that he would like you to rescue those people. Theo from the whatchamacallit? Theo from the library. What's funny?
Whatchamacallit?
Yeah,
You're the whatchamacallit.
I can't remember what it's called. Fuck off.
What was the Lord?
Lauren Lattes.
Lauren Latte.
What was the Lord Sage's name? Lauren Latte?
No, his name is Theo something or other.
It was always just Theo, yeah.
It's Theo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Theo Huxtable? Gotcha.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, there could be other people that show up along the way. Who knows? And maybe you'll have to rescue them, but I don't know. Claw looks at you and he's like, "This is a mission of utmost importance. I believe once you get into the town," and he points over behind you at Aya Glenmere. Now, Aya Glenmere is an old elfin lady. She's like sort of like the head mage kind of a thing of the town of New Haven. She's been hanging out, helping people and shit. Aya will teleport you into the town of New Haven, but from there, you're going to have to make your way towards, to try and towards the library and towards where Jess, fucking Christ Almighty, I'm so bad with names, man.
Giselle Blackwater.
Thanks. I mean, I should literally write my own notes down somewhere, like, or just move this pad that I have over in front of my face so that I can read it.
Minor details.
Okay. I didn't even write her name down on my fucking notes, man. Wow.
Giselle Greycastle is the one.
Yeah, Giselle Greycastle. She's a former Red Plume, captain of the Red Plume, and she's it's believed that she's imprisoned inside that little Red Plume's thing in the basement, in the jail in the basement. And Theo from the Lauren Latte. Aya Glenmere has offered to portal you into the town. I'd like you to rescue these two people and then find your way out of New Haven, as Clunge says, because I fear the town is lost. Whatever pool of radiance material they've brought back has empowered the Vorgan Sherax to create this thicket around the town, and he's basically claws like the town is lost. There is no saving New Haven. It's time to move on, but we do need you to go back and rescue these two people. Cool.
Seems reasonable.
Aya Glenmere casts a spell. Portal appears. Everybody steps into the portal. Does anybody need to do anything before she casts the portal spell?
I'm just impressed at this little potion on the floor.
Yeah, it's a big one. A little one. What do you mean?
I know. Is it
it's a novelty.
No, it's a potion of growth, isn't it?
It's why it's so big. Oh man. Okay, Aya casts the spell, summons a magic portal, and you guys all step into it.
Make sure you pee.
Pardon me?
Noise.
It's a long trip, so make sure you pee first.
Now
Yes.
she tells me, now I've got in it.
Now I gotta go. I didn't have to before, but I have to now.
I don't think... all right, I'm going to grab
I'm pretty
you.
sure telling us to go is probably the worst thing with Clunge around, because you know he's just going to do it right there.
Is everybody off the map? Aya, Aravel, Claw, Sierra. I don't see anybody else. So I can just get rid of this. Okay. Let's. It's 8:30. Let's take 5 minutes. I'm going to go get some coffee, refresh my drink, and we'll be back, and we'll pick up the last and final adventure of our year-long ICRPG campaign.
Okay.
Fuck yeah.
Is that why you're saying welcome back? Because it was go time and I wasn't paying attention to what was going on. Oh man, I am the greatest game master ever. Copy image address.
He's wonderful.
Wow. Control V. Do not update. If I spin these suckers around. Oh yeah, they work right. Cool. I forgot to do this last night. Copy image address, which was put these guys in. Well, by the time I finished building my stuff, because I worked 6 days this week, it was quite late, and I had to get these guys set up. But if you look at them, I don't think I'll put them all in because we only need so many of them. We need a crossbow guy, copy image address, custom. And
have you seen the new pirates from Paperforge? Have you?
Yes, which is perfect timing for my Skull Island deal too, which is kind of cool.
Yeah.
Have you figured out what it is you're doing for Savage Worlds?
Well, I'm going to be running a couple of different things. Our game today for Lost Mines of Phandelver with Digital Dave is going to be the last one. We're taking out the bad guy, and so I'll be running 2 games every. Well, we'll see. So I'm going to do a little Deadlands one shot, which is Don't Drink the Water. I got to piece that together. I got to put together a game for John Steve because I want to do some pirates, and with my new map and shit like that, Skull Cove, I got to figure out how to piece that together. But I do have a lot of pirate maps already built, you know, water and stuff like that. So it's just a matter of seeing what I have and building the story to fit the maps I have, which is a thing that I learned from Faye because she's a fucking genius. Build the story for the map you have.
Yep.
Copy image address. This should be the last one.
Yeah, I know I've gotten stuck doing that where I'm trying to shoehorn a map into a story. It's like, no, that's totally the wrong way of doing it.
Yeah, it doesn't work.
All right, I'm just going to set these armies down there, call them done, which puts them in game. I will label them later. And PDF. Where are we at here? All right, kids. Here we go. The light of the teleportation circle runes fades as its power wanes. In their dying light, you reminisce of the events that have brought you here. The sacking of New Haven by the Dragon Vorgan Sherax was a nightmarish experience, though it paled in comparison to watching the thicket begin to rise from the ground and envelop New Haven. That hurts your heart a little bit. I'm just saying, you know, this was especially for you, Thazit, being one of the longest standing members of this campaign. You grew up here, kind of a thing. You came here to seek fame and fortune, save the town, became the heroes of New Haven, and suddenly the town is lost to this dragon. That really puts a sting in your deal. Puts a, you know. You remember horrified townsfolk, yourselves included, fleeing from the city, most barely making it out alive. You also remember the screams of those who, unlucky enough to get caught in the thicket. You didn't remember any of this shit. You weren't even here. The thicket just came up. Fucking assholes. Why they gotta write this shit in box text? The worst memory of all, the unwanted sight of their blood being drawn into its mass, absorbed as nutrients. You piece of shit box text. I read this 3 days ago and forgot that I needed to change it. Fucking pale. Oh, man. Okay, maybe that's not the piece that I wanted to... Oh, you know what? This is why, boys.
Gone to shit.
Right, fuck this place. It's bullshit and I'm out of here. Wasn't even supposed to read that fucking part to you. That was for like, okay. The light of this is
time to start over. New town, newer Haven.
here's the thing. Inside of this adventure, there's this thing called the adventure hook, and there's box text. In the box text starts like, the light of the teleportation circle runes fades as its power wanes. In their dying light, blah, 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 right? But the part that I wanted to read was this part. The light and disorientation of the teleportation clears, and you find yourself standing in a dark room. See how similar the two are? But this was the actual starting point. That was just the adventure hook at the beginning. This was the actual part I was supposed to fucking start at. Fail. I suck as a game master. Screw you guys. You can all kiss my butt. Okay, here we go. The light and disorientation of the teleportation clears, and you find yourself standing in a dark room with no windows and only one door. The fading light from the activated teleportation circle on the floor is muted by a heavy layer of dust and cobwebs. The room is otherwise empty. So, the lot of you find yourselves standing in a small room. One door leads out. Could be a basement. It has that dusty smell. But yeah, it's just you know, for the quick glimpse of what you got, you just see an empty room full of dust and cobwebs, and there's a door out.
Okay.
Take it away, Flamers, while I sip my coffee.
Is there a window in this room?
No, there's only one door.
All right. Well, I am going to put my ear up to the door and see if I can hear anything.
Yeah, crickets. Make a perception. Well, I'm not even going to make you make a perception check. You put your ear up to the door and you can just hear the creak of wood as your ear presses up against it. There's no noise coming from the outside.
Okay, so I assume there's nothing immediately on the other side of the door. So I'm going to try to open it. Is it locked? Unlocked?
All right. Do I have a looping effect? We don't want any of those. Trigger effect. I thought maybe
a different mount.
Oh yeah, pretty quick here. Door creak, fire, spooky rumble, baby cry, arrow shot. Man, I don't have a good noise. Yeah, that's not the one I wanted. That was just a male screaming. So
no, that's Eric locked up in your basement.
Lemmer is like, get me out of here. You pull the door open, and on the other side of it is a staircase that leads up into the darkness of a burnt down house on an empty alleyway. Ooh. Clear.
All right.
Clear.
Start.
Hey,
maybe start to proceed up the staircase.
Mm-hmm.
And at the top of the staircase is just a burnt down house.
Yeah, oh, that's a sweet map.
Who's this Flamey Cleanse? Well, I'm gonna do a thing here, and I'm gonna go to normal. Vay, does this map look familiar at all?
Yeah,
it's a cool ass map.
Well, this is one of Vay's maps called City Streets that I cut part of it out and built the rest of it around. This is a private, for you boys only map. Build.
Slum's Labyrinth.
There you go. Okay, so let me reduce the, I'll put it down to dusk and see how that feels. Granrick, you walk up these burnt timbers, the crusty stairs up into this burnt building, and you kind of look around into the city streets. I want to put you guys, I'm going to say right back here on this end of the map is what I'm thinking. Near Thazit's characters, you guys could drop yourself down there. Granrick, you're the first one to come up. It's dark outside. In the distance, you can see the amber glow of a street lamp, but even that seems muted with this light fog that blankets the town. I didn't put any fog. I did put snow. Well, the snow is from an old map. There is sickly green vaporous clouds drifting along the street. The air is warm for this time of night and smells of fetid lawn clippings. You assume that it smells like this because of the presence of the thicket. This is not something that you're familiar with, the natural smells. It's dead quiet here, the kind of quiet that is so pervasive that it can actually be heard, like a buzzing in your ears. You pop up and you look out into the dark, empty streets.
All right.
Dun dun dun.
Dump, dump, dump. Well, I quickly run to the closest corner, military style, so I'm not standing in the wide open.
All right. I'm going to put a light post right back here just because I can. Because you did see one in the distance. Now, it might be a little small for a light post. There we go.
Yeah, no.
This house is a box.
I just want to avoid standing in direct light in the wide open, you know.
All right.
Run to a shadow.
Okay, so you scooch off into the distance over here behind this building. You can try and make some stealth or do a thing or be sneaky, or what's your plan? That's what you're after?
Yeah, if I can hide in the shadow.
All right.
That'll be cool if I can go stealth.
Cool. Make me a dexterity check.
What's the room? 14 still? 13 and 5. I think I got it.
Yeah, you blend off into the shadows up over and against this building somewhere, keeping your eyes and your ears peeled for anything. Who else wants to do a thing?
Well, I'm gonna be like your NPC companion. As soon as you sneak, I sneak too. I just hunker down and follow behind.
All right. You scooch up against the building. Make me a perception check.
I can do that.
As you're sneaking up behind Granrick.
That's with my...
Yeah, that's a success.
Yeah.
So you scooch out of this little, burnt little hovel in the back here and make your way up beside where you saw Granrick run off to. And as you move out into the streets, you can hear a cry for help ringing out in the distance. It's faint, but because there is no ambient noise and everything is like so deadly quiet, like you can even hear like the flaming, the torch flickering from this thing, from this little lamppost down at the corner. That's how quiet it is outside. The flames flickering back and forth give that sort of snapping noise. The wind rustling through the city buildings and stuff like that, and you're pretty sure that you can hear like what sounds like a small child or something like that calling for help. It's very faint though and sounds far away.
Well, I'll point it out to the others then that I hear someone crying for help. I can't tell where.
Thaz or Clunge?
Needs our help.
Well, I think Thaz, because this sounds like this is big fucking hero time. So he's gonna pull all the stops. He's gonna don his demon helmet because he's been carrying this thing around forever. I think it's time for him to start figuring out the cyber lens. This is it. This is game on. This is do or die for him. So that cyber lens, and I picture this cyber lens a lot like Harry Potter, that fucking Moody guy who's got that big fucking goofy ass looking eye. That.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Totally takes a bit of an ugly point in that he's pulling on the Iron Palm gauntlet, just gearing up for this, and in doing so, with the cyber lens, he wants to see if he could do a search check, which he's only going to fail on a 1, or a spot check for any sort of hidden sentries, any sort of hidden enemies or something that we need to be wary of. And he only fails on the 1.
Fail. Oh, 6. Yeah. So you're looking for anybody that's sort of hiding in the bushes, getting ready to attack, that kind of a thing.
Mm-hmm.
So
Absolutely.
You pop out from behind this building. You make your way across the street, sort of looking around, try to check things out. And you hear this noise as well. You hear this small cry for help ring out in the distance. It sounds like a soft child's voice, maybe losing steam, losing power, losing life essence. And you just hear this from way off in the distance. But with your spectral cyber eye, fantastic lens of doom and destruction, As you're walking towards Granrick and you're looking sort of in between this little alleyway, you see a thicket somewhere. Let's say in this thicket here. Is what we'll say, because it sort of makes sense for the story. As you pop up, you hear this faint cry, and you turn your head over, and you think that it's coming from this thicket. And in this thicket, you see what looks like small dancing lights, little wisps or bobs of light in and amongst the thicket, floating up and down. And for a second, you think to yourself, "Ooh, that sounds like where this cry is coming from, where these lights are bobbing around in this tree." But because you have your cyber lens on and you can see people that are hiding from you, you notice that I'm just going to say that these are like little will-o-wisps.
Okay.
Hiding in the bush, taunting you to come and attack them. Or help them, I should say, because they're like, "Help! Help me, mister. It's little Jimmy." You don't actually hear that, but... Just the faint cries of help coming from the bush. But you get the distinct impression that these are these will-o-wisps trying to pull you into a trap.
Got it. Okay. Well, that's relay that to the party, and then I think that's good for there.
All right. So you point that out to Clunge because the two of you are close. You scoot across the street, tell it to Granrick and Mercy. Clunge, you come up out of the city, out of the burnt down house. You look around. Now, you don't see these will-o-wisps. You just hear the little help.
Yeah, and he'll sort of glance over his shoulder and head the opposite way towards where Mercy and Granrick are going.
All right. So yeah, the four of you end up against this building. I'm going to reduce my timer down to a 3. And yeah, you just hear the taunting voices of some small children. We're back over here. Where'd you go to, Clungy?
I got him over here. Just trying to get him. There he
you
goes.
go.
There he is. Found him.
Hey!
Found it. Yeah, so you're kind of fully aware now that there's, there's some kind of trick or something going on. Whatever kind of little fairies or will-o-wisps or magic is empowering these thickets has summoned these little wisps, and they're kind of hiding in here, trying to sort of taunt you. You are here trying to make your way through the city streets towards the... let's see. I want to say that, well, you probably wouldn't really know where you're at. The gist is you need to make it over here on this little map, right? This is where your little street is of New Haven, your little area. But perhaps you guys end up in here somewhere, and it's going to be not an easy way to make your way through the streets with these will-o-wisps and these thickets and shit like that. All and maybe the odd patrol goes by, kind of a thing. So yeah, you're gonna have to kind of come up with a plan once you pop out.
Just throwing it out there, guys. Total sewers.
Absolutely. I see the manhole cover right behind you.
This sounds like a real shit job, this one does.
Yep.
Call for him.
This sounds like I know what I'm doing.
Kind of sounds like you may know the terrain a little bit underground.
Just a little comfortable down there. Cowabunga, let's do this.
I'm assuming Gary's already got the sewer maps ready to go.
Well, I mean, if that's your game plan, everybody's going to pop down into the sewers.
I believe that's a good idea.
Okay. You've completely foregone the first little adventure with the cyber lens. So congratulations on that one. That's pretty fucking sneaky of you to slap that thing on, but that's cool. We are going to make our way down into the to the sewers.
Was that a hero biscuit for everyone?
That's
what I'm hearing.
That's exactly what I'm thinking that is. Yeah, you've completely bypassed the first part. We're gonna go to streets, city graveyard. There we go. It's called Deep Sewers Parent.
Well, hopefully Granrick doesn't get lost there. I'm trying to pull the map.
Oh, I remember you making this.
Hey, there he is. I don't know where the hell he was hiding.
Who, you? You were
Yeah.
over near my sheet.
Oh, okay. I'm looking
This
around.
looks
Maybe
like an Neverwinter Nights sewer.
Now let's try building this one and see if it works.
man, these sewers have light posts. This is some fancy sewers. The sanitation department in New Haven was top notch.
Yeah, if someone gets paid, just walk around keeping torches lit. I mean, that's awesome. No one's been here for 100 years,
That's
and these
fun.
torches are afire.
Okay.
Yep. That's some
Objects.
magic lamp oil.
Torch. You guys pop the lid off of the city street and make your way down. The sewers are quite deep. You know, they go down. Well, obviously you can tell you're in them. They're probably 20 feet down, built underneath the city. There's rungs in the wall that you can climb down and make your way down. Everybody make me a dex check because, who knows? There could be some algae, some slime, some shit like that. I'd like to see one of you fall and crash into the bottom of the sewers. So everybody make me a dex check as you climb down.
I'm good.
Pete?
Nope.
Thaz?
He's good.
Oh, yeah.
Almost a natural 20 for Mercy.
Hey!
But it flipped over to a 5. So everybody makes it but Mercy. What happened, Mercy? It was going so well. Not only what happens, but where were you climbing down? Were you first to go? It is a ladies first kind of a world, maybe. I don't know.
I was last to go, and I fell on someone.
Oh, who's it going to be?
Someone broke my fall. No, I think she didn't hit my chin on the ladder.
I think she lands kind of like a bowling ball hitting the pins.
Yeah.
All right, there's hero biscuits for everybody. Mercy,
fuck yeah.
I'm going to give you another hero biscuit if you actually make somebody else take your damage. You fall on somebody.
I'll do it.
Really?
Do it.
No, that's not Mercy's way.
Well, not only that, does landing on Granrick really break your fall? He's got a fucking hard shell, man. I mean, you might as well hit the dirt.
I was trying to catch her. We're being stealthy.
No, I slipped and hit my chin on the ladder.
All right. Yeah, you're gonna
chipped a tooth. You're whistling the whole way.
Take a little one point of damage to your pride, kind of a thing. Actually, I'm not going to give you damage. What I'm going to do is you got this throbbing, man, I can't even say it to you, throbbing, pulsing feeling in your mouth that distracts you.
There it is.
Time out.
Right. I knew I wouldn't be able to get it out without somebody saying a thing. But it's just a distraction. It's like, like having a headache kind of a thing. So I'm going to make your next attempt hard because you're distracted by smashing your chin on this thing. Kind of caught you off guard a little bit. Maybe you're a little bit dazed and confused. But you guys land in the dark dungeon sewery area.
Oh, so I got a throbbing pulsing feeling in my mouth and my next when I get to the hard.
Yep, that's the gist of it.
And we're in a dark, moist chasm.
Yes. Way in the back.
Wow.
You believe it's very dark. I think I have... does anybody want to light a torch or do a thing? Does anybody have supplies? Were you prepared for this? Or are we making our way through the sewers in the dark?
I've got a kit.
Let me have a look. I don't even know what got me kit. Have I? Let's have a look.
Pretty sure Thaz's got a kit. Let me see.
Yeah, I got a toolbox.
No.
Chanting fused supplies pack. I mean, whatever comes in the supplies pack.
I'd assume a torch would be in a supplies pack.
Yeah, it actually lays it out. Yeah, it lays it out in the manual.
So who's lighting up torches?
Well, Thaz will burn one out, sure.
Okay. We got 2 torches. Anybody else?
I need both hands.
Have we got torches in our supply kittery?
Yes.
Okay, in that case, I like one as well.
I don't need my hands. I'll hold one.
Okay, so I just put 3 torches down, and Granrick's not going to take one. So you guys can just control the torches. You know, you just pick them up and move them wherever your character ends up. As you light your torches in this darkened sewers, this it's rank and smells fetid like rotted vegetation. There's a slight tinge of fecal matter, but there's a pretty good, being that you're so close to the water and stuff like that, there's a good flow that sort of keeps this area clean. It doesn't smell like a fucking straight up shithole. You're not in the bottom of a porta potty kind of a thing, but there is that mild smell. You from where you're at and where you went down in the sewers, you kind of get the feeling that you need to get through this gate somehow that's here. In order to make it, through the sewers over towards your end of town. So, yeah, you pop down. You're like, oh fuck! There's a gate right here blocking the way. It's got an iron chain around it.
Does it have like a
with a lock?
That's what I was going to ask. It's like a lock or something. Got it.
I got a toolbox with a bunch of tools. I can probably break this chain.
I think. Okay. Yeah, and I think I've got thieves' picks too. Why? I don't know. I think it was just something I picked up.
Okay. Somebody's got some tools. You want to roll me some
mechanics tools?
Roll me some dice on this little shitty old 1 heart lock. I'm having you roll essentially to pick a lock because.
How's that?
That's fantastic. So roll me some effort. You spend a few minutes.
Effort.
Yep. It's tools. Yep. So D6. And you do
3.
Yeah, so you hear this lock click a little bit. You start farting around with it. You're like, man, I don't quite have it. Thazit, did you want to have a go with your tools or just let Granrick continue?
I mean, I'll give it a shot. I mean, he's got the thieves' picks. I'm pretty sure that just makes it an easy roll.
I have, excuse me, I have mechanic tools that makes any of the rolls easy.
Oh shit! Yeah, we'll give it a shot.
Mercy's got a thing.
I'm gonna let them borrow these tools.
Let's see here. I mean, I don't have much in the ways of decks here, but so use any help. Yeah, I mean that should make it if that's the case. It's an easy roll.
It's a card right here, Gary.
Okay. Yeah. Hammer, spanner, bits, pieces, roll easy checks on mechanical tasks. Okay. Fair enough. So yeah, you're kind of pounding away in this thing. Maybe you got a little bit of grease or some oil in there that you can squirt in to loosen the little tumblers or something like that. But yeah, you can apply that, making Granrick's rolls easy. The only reason I'm having you do this or pick this lock is because if you duff, you're going to make a bunch of noise, and you could potentially attract some.
Oh yeah.
Right. Cool. So that's kind of what I'm playing at here. So Granrick, give me another roll.
Okay. What, 20?
Yep. Yeah. Make your dex check and see if you can pick this lock. We're going to spend a couple of seconds trying to fumble through the tumblers. Fantastic.
24.
Excellent. Roll tools.
Three.
Yes.
So you've done a whopping, what is that? Six total?
6.
You, the second tumbler, click, click, click. You feel like you're making progress here. As long as you don't completely duff this, we're going to get through this gate here, no problem. So give me hopefully one more check.
All right.
That's another success. And then roll me some effort. Beautiful.
8.
All right. So after, 20 seconds, 30 seconds, Mercy rolls up and shoots some grease on the bad boy and does her business. And you manage to unlock the chain that's locking it and open it up. Because of that, I am going to take all of you guys, including your torches, and I'm just going to make you slowly make your way through this little area. And I'm going to put you... Wow. Everybody just kind of went weird over there. Shift 1. I'll put you in a line with your torches. Over to about here. You've made your way past this lock, and you're walking through the dark, dank dungeon or sewers and shit like that. I would like everybody to make me a dexterity check as you're walking through the dungeons, or a stealth check. Something, yeah, it's dexterity. So make me a dex check to see if you can make your way through this little first part of the dungeon unscathed.
Mine was a 20, but it shows.
Yeah, yours isn't even popping up here.
Yeah, because I think me and Pete hit the button at the same time.
Yeah.
On my sheet.
Yeah. I just went like,
Pete, roll your own stinking dice, you scumbag.
I
God
did.
damn, Pete.
I did, but
There's a 15 and a 20 that was rolled. So, I mean, that sounds like passes all
So
around.
one of us rolled a 15, one of us rolled a 20.
so it's the both passes.
Okay.
I just couldn't be asked to zoom it all the way across the map to hit my own bloody D20.
No, that's cool. You just hit the same thing at the same time as
Since I
somebody
can't
else.
tell who got that 20, I won't take the mastery point.
I'll take it. But it's not like we're going to get enough mastery points by the end of this.
Like it matters.
No, that's true.
All right, so I'm just looking to make sure that I got a thing going on here. Just give me 1 second to.
So am I the only one that would have failed? Everyone else has?
Yes.
Okay, I'm going to use my biscuit then, if that's fine.
The one who lives down the sewers is from the sewers, duffs it.
Yeah. Take my biscuit.
I'm taking your biscuit.
It's got the pizza grease on his hands.
Adding a 10 to that.
Yeah, I got it.
All right, Granrick, what happened there? You just about you tripped on something, stumbled something, but managed to do a thing somehow? What happened?
Yeah, it was just an awkward brick sticking out of the ground and kind of caught my toe. What I've been doing this whole time down here is I've been keeping my back to the torches so my vision doesn't get blown out by the light. I'm trying to maintain some type of night vision, right? While we're down here, because I'm the only one without a torch. I'm kind of the sharpshooter. So me doing that, I kind of missed this brick, stumbled on it, but caught myself before I hit the ground.
All right, so you kind of make maybe just a touch of noise, and off in the distance you feel like there's a thing going on. You hear something.
Somebody playing the
it's
someone's playing the piano down here.
That was Spooky Rumble, is what that was called, but it literally sounded like some fucking animal was playing the piano.
It's Liberace down there. We found him.
Yeah, let's see. Let's hear. Nope, that ain't it.
That was my head.
There you go.
Oh, we'll see. In the shitter.
A spooky splash off in the distance. You, for a second, almost think that you have garnered the attention of some sewer dwelling creature, but at the last minute, you managed to sort of prevent what could have been utter disaster by saving yourself with your hero coin, and you guys make your way unscathed through this little part over to here. I'm going to move you right here.
So we've fallen off.
Because you made it through that part with your wits intact, I'm also going to give you guys hero biscuits for getting through there without having to fucking fight anything.
Oof.
Oh yeah,
he's getting soft in his old age, isn't he?
Man, he really wants to get to that Savage Worlds.
No, you guys are doing pretty fucking sweet.
I mean, we could just make a couple rolls, Gary, and just say, "Hey, this is how we
do a quick encounter."
No, we don't do quick encounters here. Tell me how you guys win.
How do you win?
You know what's funny too is
I've heard about this new thing in this game, Savage Worlds, Gary. It's it's called a quick encounter.
You know what's funny? I was listening to Savage Interludes the other day, and Blessing had mentioned that that's really how quick encounters feel too. He had made a comment about how they feel like it's like a "tell me how you win" button.
It's a necessary evil for con games, but campaigns not so much.
There we go. I'm going to set you guys back in this corner. So you've made your way through the sewers. My plan was to do 2 sewer maps with 2 encounters. So this will be the second one. If you make your way through this one, you will end up where you need to be at the at the Lord Sage's library area. But you got to get through this map off to the other side. So I'm going to put you guys right about here. And yeah, so you come around the corner. Again, it's dark. You've got your torch lights. You hear things off in the distance. Little droplets here, rocks moving, skittering noises and shit like that. But so far, you guys have been pretty stealthy. I'm going to move everybody over, let's say, into the middle area here. Everybody make me a dex check. Again, to see if we accidentally stumble across any weird critters that live down in the...
I got 8.
15.
Duff.
Okay, so we'll throw an encounter in here in this little area as you guys make your way out into the into this large sort of center area. Let me change the lighting a little bit. We'll just put it at dusk. Just bring it up just a touch so we can see what's going on. You make your way around this corner through the dungeon. You're trying to be stealthy and shit like that. But when you get into this little area here where this big open waterfall is pouring into the middle of the swirl area, from the distances and from the corners of this little map, you see what appears to pop up out of little piles and stuff like that are these ant-like looking creatures with these long tentacles.
Oh, shit.
You've heard of them before, and there seems to be like a family of them taking place or partaking in, the destruction of the city and shit like that, and the bits that have washed down into this main area. And so as you make your way towards the center, you can see these things pop up. They're maybe attracted to the light, but yeah, there's these weird-looking ant-like critters, these long pinchers, and they're bulbous tails, kind of like spiders. They're like a mix between a spider and an ant. Now these pinchers on their heads, you're well aware of what these things are. I'm going to tell you they're called corroders. You've heard of them before. They can snatch gear from your target. You get a competing strength roll. So when they come up, there's a chance that that's what they feed on, is they're going to attack and kill you for sure. But these little corroders like to eat metal and bits and gear and weapons and stuff like that. So there will be a chance that you guys might lose some material possessions this round. Let's get after it. How about everybody just makes an initiative check? Everybody roll a d20 and we'll see where I fit into the scale of things. I rolled a 15.
Are we adding dex or no?
No, this will just be a straight roll.
Okay.
So we're going to go with either Granrick and Clunge, and then me, and then Mercy or Thazit. So one of you guys can go first.
Okay. Is there any other light sources down here other than the torches?
Just the torches.
Just the torches. Okay.
So, actually, now that you mention it, buddy, I'm going to make your shooting into the darkness a hard attempt. These corroders blend in. It's very dark down here. You can hear them, but yeah, they're pretty camouflagey as they're coming at you. Up until they get close, of course. But if you're shooting at them from a distance, this is going to be a hard attack because they're far away.
Makes sense.
Okay. Well, since I'm with everybody here. Tell you what, I grab somebody's torch, whoever's closest to me, and I throw it.
Okay.
I fucking huck this thing as far as I can in this direction.
All right. Give me a dexterity check.
15.
Oh,
hey.
You were... Oh, what's this? I like that. I got a little bit of cave drip. I had the button ready for this one right here. Just in case you threw the torch into the sewer water. But I'm going to say that your torch lands over here.
All right.
I'm just going to lock it up in the air. Doing that,
what?
you've cast enough light on this corroder here to see that it's coming at you. Slow and steady. Right. It's lurking its way towards you.
Can I take aim at him?
Sure can. I don't know why he's falling over there, but...
Okay. I'm going to take aim at him then. Because if he's coming after us, goddamn.
Now your aim action is a thing, isn't it?
Oh, I was just meant shooting at the guy.
Okay.
So I hit a 20.
That's some stuff.
Oops. Ignore that. Wrong dice. But that was 4.
Yeah, we're used to way less than that.
That's for 12 points of damage.
Okay. These are my old school ICRPG creatures. So you hit it for 12 and it had 30. That is going to put it at...
I rolled over a 15, so I can draw again. So that is a 13 on a room of 14. I miss on that second shot.
Okay.
Good.
So he's got 18 left. Yeah. Okay.
You're good?
Yeah, I'm good.
Clunge.
Clunge, babe. So this one here. Come on, yeah, bastard. Tap, tap, tap him. Is he in the light? So that shooting at him wouldn't be hard because he's in the light.
Yep, you can see him sort of plain as day.
Excellent. In that case, Clunge baby will he's going to tear a little bit of cloth off his lady clothes, wrap it around the tip of his arrow, set fire to it, and then shoot his flaming arrow at that horrible little creature. Come on, baby. Come on. Oh, yes, baby. Natural 20.
Hello.
Attaboy.
So
I'll give you 4 points of shitty fire damage for hitting that thing. So you can roll a d4 for the fire. Roll your weapon damage and your ultimate damage and a d4. So
that's 2 for the fire damage.
Okay.
8 for the weapon damage, takes up to 10, and then my ultimate 10. That takes it up to 18.
Oh wow!
Good.
It had 8 hit points left. That is it for that fella. He's toast.
I'm guessing that he's going to be pinned. He's going to be pinned to the back wall up here.
Well, what I'm going to do is
your name is Clutch for the rest of the day.
I'll just illuminate where he's at. The torch will represent his burning corroder because he's on fire a little bit right now. So you've created a little bit of extra illumination, and that allows me to do other stuff. Okay, so you shot him. He's toast. Describe how you've nuked his ass, and then we're going to move on to my turn.
Oh yeah, the arrow hits him and it pins him onto the floor in a nice goopy mess, lighting up everything.
Okay, cool. Just for shits and giggles, because it's my turn. Upon these, why? No, I don't want to do that. Because that sort of defines the roof. I'm going to say that these ones pop from around the corner. You hear some skittering coming from around here. These two guys move into position. Boom, boom. Two more pop out from around here. This corroder is going to make it right to about here. This guy moves up to here. This guy moves over here somewhere. And is there a way through there? No. This guy pops right around the corner. Kabling. Fortunately for you guys, I don't really have anything that I can do because their movement... Corroders move in groups. Food hoarders, tenderfoot, tough shell. Yeah, these guys don't have any kind of ranged attack. So fortunately for you, all I could do is move. So that takes care of my turn. I'm going to change the rotation value down to 2, and we're going to pick it up with whoever is who's left.
All right, it's either me or Mercy. So you got something in mind there,
I'm
Mercy?
last. No, I'm last.
You're
I
last?
guess.
Okay. So Fazit, with his newly acquired ability to summon creatures that he knows, would like to draw way, way, way back in one of the creatures and try to summon that purple dragon that we fought way back in the day in the swamps.
Oh, yes.
The one you killed?
Yeah.
All
you have to do is know the creature in order to summon it.
But it's dead.
Well, you don't summon stuff that's living. you only need to know the creature to summon it, right? Summon a creature.
Okay. So you summon a rotting corpse of a dragon?
Yeah.
Is that what your game plan was?
No, the intention was to summon a dragon, right? Because you know what the creature is to summon it, right? You don't summon things that are alive.
Oh, wow. Okay. Well,
so a zombie dragon.
Here you go.
Yeah, sure.
We're gonna take his name off.
Well, no, hold on. Let's. I mean, I do have to make the roll though, right? It's
okay.
So
I'm gonna fuck you up with this dragon, just so you know. Get after it.
Well, no, you summon it, right? Do you not control it? Is that not how this thing works?
I don't know. What does the spell say?
All it says is roll in to conjure a monster you know.
Well, yeah, that's you typically control any monsters.
Divine.
Right. So the intention is to summon the creature, and it takes care of those things while we boogie on by.
That's the RPG.
Right?
Corey, if it was my game, I'd allow you to do it, but
that's the intention.
Yeah, no, I got you, and that was a good roll. So maybe I won't make this fucking gigantic black dragon turn on you and be like, "Why did you summon me?" Because dragons are, here's my thinking: you summoned him, maybe you can control him, maybe you can't. But he is a sentient, magical, intelligent, thinking creature with an ego the size of the friggin' sewers that you're in. He's not gonna take kindly to you summoning him and trying to control him. I would be pissed if I was this black dragon. Be like, what the fuck? What's going on here? You summoned me? How dare you pull me from my slumber? I will eat your face. But yeah, whatever. You guys want to fucking press the I win button? We're gonna do that. And he starts chewing all these corroders. Yeah, and then he.
Whoa! Don't blame the player. Blame the game.
Right. This is all ICRPG's fault for letting you guys fucking. It is, right? Corroder chewed up. So this dragon's just sort of whooshing around the dungeon eating shit. And Mercy, what are you doing while this dragon goes off and starts chewing on everything?
Oh, I guess I'm gonna sit much. Well, no, we got a couple of guys over there to the side. The one that's getting closest, I'm going to hit him with Swarm.
Ooh,
okay.
A swarm.
This guy here?
Oh, yep. All right, that hits.
Nice. Cool. Man, that'd be cool if it was like a swarm of corroders.
Yeah.
All right, 13 damage.
Holy Jesus.
13 damage, okay.
Fuck, that swarm is brutal.
So 30, 13, 20, 17 is, I believe, what I'm getting out of the deal.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
All right, if it doesn't kill him, I'll roll how many rounds it goes.
Yep.
1 round. Okay, so that's it.
All right. I can remove the swarm token from underneath them then.
Yeah.
Wow, that was probably the weakest swarm that you've cast, woman.
Yeah, shit. It's all 13 though.
That's going to bring us around to. Should we just continue with the way that it was going? I'm thinking.
Yeah, makes sense.
Yeah, go for it.
So
I think it was Granrick and Clunge.
Yeah, Granrick
Yeah.
and Clunge could choose.
Okay. Since we're having to head off in this direction, I will attack him. Is it a hard roll? Is there any light over there? Can I see?
This is going to be a hard roll because there is no light.
Okay.
You guys got a fucking dragon walking around eating things, and you're right. Look, watch this. This is what happens, Mister.
Oh yeah, no, it's cool.
I'm gonna try hucking a torch over there again, like I did last time. What was it? See if it goes sploosh or not.
Mm-hmm.
17.
All right. So yeah, you land it right near this thing. Pick up one of the torches, toss it over here.
Okay, so now I can see him plain as day. I will attack. And that's a miss.
Oh, wait a
But
second.
at least we can see him.
Wait a second. Damn it. There it is.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. Basically, he taped himself having a dump this morning, didn't he? We all know that.
We know.
It's the sound of your arrow splashing in the water.
Remember the part where we said it's just like a Tuesday? It's like Gary's Tuesday too.
What are you doing, Clungy?
So Clunge will move forward, and he'll have a pop at that corroder as well. That's nearest to us. 13. That takes it up to 15.
Good hit.
Is that a hit? Young Games Master?
We have no light over there, right?
Sorry, I was muted.
Yep,
there's
the
a
arrow. That's right. I'm sorry.
I had
the light.
The light hit. Yeah, it was your arrow that got it. I'm sorry.
Oh yeah, so that's a hit then. Okay.
Yep.
So damage wise, it's going to be. There you go. Roll. Get it there in a minute. So that's going to be 6 points of damage on him.
Wow, that's it?
Yeah.
Okay, my turn. Here we go. He is going to charge towards Clunge. In doing so, he gets his little buddy over here because you're the closest one. In this back corner, you can hear a couple more of these things making a bunch of noise, but they're kind of, as they come around the corner, this dragon is there. And there's, he's kind of getting mauled by these things. I'm going to move all of these guys up as the corroders come up here. And it's funny that they're fucking falling over like that. That's so weird. I mean, not really, because it is fucking Tabletop Simulator and this shit falls over all the time. But that's what we got right now. I'm going to attack Clunge twice. If I hit you with one of these attacks, he's going to try and pull some of your gear off. He gets +2 to all stats, so 14 would be his highest roll. Does that hit?
14, no, as a miss.
Okay, so these two things lash out with their mandibles, trying to grab your gear and snap and bite in your general direction. And then let's see what happens with this dragon in the back corner as he gets sort of pummeled by 4 of these things. I'm going to say that 3 of those hit. Oops, I'll ignore the last point of damage. +1 weapon damage. Ooh, look at that. 5, 6, 5. So 16, 17 points of damage on this dragon. Now, this is obviously going to be a 5-heart dragon. 15. Shit, what did I say? So he's got 50.
I think it was 17.
You did 3 points of damage you did on him.
33 left.
17. There we go. All right, so this dragon's off in this corner. He's chewing on these things. He's ripping some heads off of them. He's, there's a full-on battle going on. He's roaring. Maybe even, maybe he even gets his breath weapon off or something like that. I'm going to switch my timer and rotation value 1, and then that's going to be Mercy and Thazit to finish off the round.
Yeah. You got something in mind, Merce? Okay, since light seems to be an issue for us and we keep throwing our torches around, we're not too long this is going to last. I'm going to throw up a crystal sanctuary because it is like a big glowing force field. So, and see how much light that actually illuminates for us. Of course, it's got to go off first. Yep. So the crystal sanctuary goes off. So anybody in near range is going to get that +3 to their defense. But it's more or less just to illuminate a little bit so we can see without having to rely on torches.
Something like that illuminates the area.
Yeah. So as we move around, we'll take it with us. And
the crystal sanctuary. Fair enough.
Yeah.
Your crystal sanctuary would illuminate quite a bit of light. I would say, it's going to illuminate the area here. So we can say that you can have that one too.
That one too.
Mercy, would you like to press your I win button?
Oh, I'm gonna try.
Okay, get after it, lady.
It's better than rolling over and dying, right?
Get after it.
All right, so those two are close to clinch. I'm gonna swarm both of those, or attempt to. All right,
nice.
Off. So this one they take. All right, 13 damage again.
So 13 puts them all at 17, I believe.
Oh, that's for 4 rounds.
Nice.
Oops, too many. So each one of those things has 17 points of damage as your swarm sort of lands on them. There's a lot of bugs and a lot of grubs and a lot of rot and stuff like that going on down here. So your swarm's pretty effective down in the old swamperoos where all the little termites and shit are living.
You're at home, aren't you?
And a move behind Pheasant Hide.
Okay, you're gonna go hide somewhere.
Oh, I'm sorry you did all that effort. I meant to hit these of your next lunge.
Oh, okay. So this guy, I fucking hate you right now.
Swap that around, right?
I'll fix your little minis.
Thanks, Faye.
I just love the way she let you finish it up before she told you.
Right.
I was looking at something else.
So these should be 3. There's 3 heart critters. Okay, cool. So yeah, you managed to take out one of these corroders that was attacking, and that leaves just one left to chew on Clunge a little bit there. So that is going to put us around then, I guess, to Clunge or Granrick, and then me.
What do you say, Clunge?
Well, so if you leave this one to me and you want to go for the maybe one of the ones in the distance.
I say once we get rid of this one, we need to fucking run.
Yeah, there's no way these are the last ones. There's no way.
We need to get the fuck out of here.
If we all clubber this one then, and then as soon as it's gone, we'll leg it.
All right. I mean, sure. I will attack. Gung ho!
Look, apparently that dragon's gonna be pissed off here.
Yeah, I know. Never said it was gonna be happy.
Left him in these.
Booyah.
Vay,
That's a hit.
it's almost like you can read my mind.
Oh, yeah.
So it takes 12 points of damage.
Oh, nice.
Okay.
And I get to shoot again.
17, 12, so it should have 5 left.
A nat
Wow.
20.
Okay, no
Attaboy.
need to roll. That thing completely gets annihilated. So just describe how you take that out. And everybody is going to leg it out of here.
Yep.
The arrow goes right between two plates on it, right into its carapace. It just lets out this god-awful shriek before, some goof squirts out and
Man,
it lands on the ground twitching.
All right, you guys book it down to this end of the dungeon. You can hear the dragon roar. His fiery breath goes off, whatever kind of acid or smoke or whatever kind of... What do black dragons do? Electricity? I think they're electricity, aren't they?
I think it was a venom dragon. I think so. It was all like poisons and stuff he dealt with. I think it was that.
Okay. Yeah, you hear him fighting down there. These things are crawling all over him, skittering around. They're making their little chittering noises. You can hear the claws clamoring as they sort of rip and tear at his wings. And as you exit the sewers, you can hear this black dragon. He's pretty pissed off. He's like, you summoned me and left me to die. I will hunt you down till the end of time. And he's kind of making his way to your...
you made a friend.
Yeah, you can hear him splashing through the dungeon and sniffing and snorting. And fortunately for you, though, I'm going to pack
This is the GM's I win button, is it?
No, it's going to be.
We all get one. We all get one.
Going to be. Okay, so I'm going to pack this dungeon up. Oh, no, I'm not going to. We're going to clear. Clean the stuff off of this deal, including this torch. And good job, man. You guys are really motoring through this material. Clear.
Well, we got a whole bag of I win buttons here, so we're...
Well, I feel like in ICRPG, that's where you guys are at. Does that make sense? I feel like once you get up to the higher end levels, the way that things are worded, like you can just fucking summon
You've got
whatever.
so many abilities and milestones. Yeah,
right.
I mean, really, unless you start going beyond the 5 hearts.
Yeah.
Really.
And I mean, if I actually get to the mastery, like I think more than halfway there, I can get it so I can tack again at a roll of 12 instead of 15. And it's not hard to get a 12 when you've got decks of +5.
I don't know. I've seen us roll.
But that'd be dirty. I mean, it's...
Don't challenge me.
Yeah, hold my beer.
The monsters would have to get exponentially stronger.
Yeah, I mean, even though the book limits you to 5, I mean, then you'd have to start getting into, they get 3 attacks, 4 attacks, or fuck it, they get 10 hearts or something. Who knows? But then you just become basically D&D where it's all, whittling down hearts and shit. So.
Yeah, I'd rather them have more attacks than just make them bullet sponges.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Okay.
Make them more deadly.
Just make them more deadly, right?
Yeah.
Here we go. You guys...
Because most of us haven't gone over 2 hearts. Because it isn't truly necessary.
Yeah, I don't think any of us are over 2 hearts, are we?
No.
I have 3.
Oh, you have 3? Okay. You picked up that 3rd.
Yeah, I was essentially trying to be like a tank or whatever.
Yep. Well,
Conj needs another one.
All right.
I like going down.
You make
sure
your...
do.
Was I telling you guys this morning
You
about
got that on video, right?
No, too much information.
Nope.
Oh, Zach said acid. Oh, thanks, Zach. Blacks are acid. Is what he was saying. So you were right. He was like a venomy acid kind of a guy. Okay, so you guys end up in the backside of the library. Now, you are familiar with this area because you had to come in here at some point and work your way out to get out of the city. So as you're walking through the sewers, certain little areas and nooks and crannies became familiar and whatnot, and you end up in the backside of the basement of the Lauren Latte, where Theo is supposed to be held up. Now he's imprisoned in here. The outside is covered in vines, and you've made your way through the sewers and into the very bottom little hidden area. And so you come around the corner. I'm assuming Crystal Sanctuary is still up, or has that spell expired by now? Let's say it's been a couple of minutes.
It doesn't really have a time limit to it, but it's more one of those you have to keep a concentration going. So as long as we're illuminated, I mean, I could dispel it.
Okay.
So that's fine. Yeah, it's gone. That's cool.
Yeah.
Oh, also, I'm gonna Holy Nova and help Clunge heal up.
Yeah, he'll need that.
Is it dark down here, Garrett?
Yeah.
Or is it lit up?
No, there is no light in this little area that you're in.
Okay. Oh, okay.
Oops.
Well. Oh, well.
Yeah, that'll do it.
Couple more torches for some peeps.
Yeah, that'll take me back up. Thank you very much.
Everyone take 28 hit points, I feel.
I can't get the stupid frickin' torches to pop up. All right, so you guys make your way in through the sewers, past the corroders trying to steal your loots. I didn't even get my hands on any of your loots. You're being chased down by a dragon who possibly has lost your trail. You can't hear him coming, or you don't hear any noise from behind you. You pop into this room. You guys have been here before, and you notice that this is the little secret room that was in the bottom of the library that worked its way out through the sewers, right?
That was blown. Yeah, they blew a hole through it or something.
Yeah, with the horn of blowing and stuff like that. So this area ahead of you is the actual sort of the old tombs of the library. They put books down here that they don't want to get rid of, that people, maybe don't read and shit like that. There was some fighting going on, and it hasn't been quite cleaned up. As you guys work your way through this little room towards this entrance over here, these rocks... I gotta find out where they're at. Here we go. No, it's not that. It's these ones. I got the wrong ones. I was getting excited there for a second. Yeah. This is what we want. Some of those guys, Control C, Control V. It's not a corroder. You haven't seen things like this before, but as you make your way into this little basement area, these things weren't here before, but what they look like is small rocks, and they kind of roll out of these little piles that are right here, and they start making their way towards you with their little gnashy, biting teeth. And these aren't a thing that you've seen before. Weird-looking little rocks with gnashy teeth pop out and start rolling their way towards you. It's Chris Rock and... Do we name the other guy?
Oliver Stone. Oliver Stone I'm going for.
Okay.
Rocky 6.
Rocky Balboa, yeah.
I need to do this and this. That and that. There we go. Just give me half a second to read what this says. Okay. Control C. And I'm going to put one right back in the entranceway here. You can name this guy whatever you like. But yeah, you pop in through this little back area. You're aware of the room that you're in, this ancient hidden room. And as you progress, you make it about halfway through, and these rocks, this pile of rubble sort of comes to life. And these rocks with these big, gnashy, little sharp, jagged teeth kind of sort of rolling towards you and snapping. You just hear this snap, 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 snap as they make their way towards you. I'm going to get everybody to roll me initiative for this one as well.
Cool.
A 2 again. That's fine. I like going last.
Oh, wow. I beat you all.
Wow. Holy shit. A 9 beat everybody.
Wow. Excellent. Okay, so These things are going to bite you with their gnashy little teeth. Elemental dwellers. I don't think I need to do anything. They have this skill called Orbit. If 3 or more flimes are close to one another, they can use their action to orbit. They spin around one another for 1d4 rounds, and at the end of that time, I don't want to do that. They emit a beam of white energy, striking any target. Screw that noise. These fuckers are just going to come in and start chewing your faces off.
There it is.
So yeah, these guys are going to start rolling in now. Who's up at the front here? I think Granrick is the last one to come in. Maybe he's got his back to these things, so he's a little farther back, trying not to mess with his eyesight. So these things are going to attack Mercy, Thazit, and Clunge in that order. Let's see if I can get a fucking smack on one of you. So Mercy 19, Thazit will be 11, and Clunge 16.
Nope.
So just one hit on Mercy. For each flame, all present flames gain +1 to all rolls. So actually those are all +3. So it's going to be 22, 13, 14, I should say, and 19. Does that hit you? 19 hit you, Clunge?
You're muted, Pete.
Sorry. Yeah, 16 hit me, so 19 still hits me.
Okay, you're going to take, Clunge, you're going to take 5 points, and Mercy, you take 2 points. I'm going to roll my dice. Oh, that sucker.
Was that weapon damage, was it?
Yeah, it's just basic, like, rock biting weapon damage, yeah.
Okay, so I take 3 of that. My mithril absorbed it.
Nice.
Well, you both got that, eh? Nice.
Yeah, pretty cool. I found that in the last little.
I think we got a his and hers set from Walmart.
Now,
yeah, but who's wearing which one?
No, the both first.
As these things are chomping on you, I would like everybody to roll me a perception check.
Let Pete goes first, and then
So that's how you rolled it.
I'm still terrible.
Would you say it's a spot check, Gary?
As the hold on a second. Let me check and see what you got going on here again. So permanently.
Let me read the railroad.
Well, you're not actively scouting, or only fail scouting.
Right. Nope, that's fair.
That's fair. Spotting on a 1. No, I'm going to give you that.
You're right.
I'm going to give you that, and I'll tell you why. So as you are duking these things out and dodging your way through it, you notice that up near the stairs up here, you notice like a little bit of torchlight that sort of disappears in behind the doors. It started down at the bottom. Somebody carrying a torch made their way up the stairs and through these doors and has disappeared into the other side of it.
Got it.
Okay, so who's up next? I lost my place. I attacked.
Oliver Stone. Jesus.
Oh, actually, all of you. You all get to go. So who's doing what?
So Clunge will go first. He'll go for the one on the left-hand side. Bum, bum, bum. Go on, roll you. No. He's going to spend his hero biscuit and re-roll.
Biscuit.
And gets worse.
So you're just kind of pounding at these little bits of rock at Chris Rock, and they just keep separating and swirling around one another, and they manage to avoid your blows. Who wants to go next?
I'll take aim at that same one.
Okay.
And let's take a shot at him. A nat 20.
Wow.
Jesus.
Well done.
Oh, yeah.
The mastery is coming.
So that is 4. That's 10 plus 1. 11 points.
Okay, Chris Rock explodes into a pile of small rubbles. As it sort of explodes into these little bits of pebbles and shit like that laying around the ground, you notice there's like a faint blue aura of sort of what Mercy would know it as sort of like magical light that just kind of dissipates into the air, giving you the idea that as you look at these things, you're like, ooh, you see, I'm not even going to tell you what you think. I'm just going to tell you that's what you see. A little puff of sort of magical blue energy just expands out of these things as it dissipates into a pile of rubble.
Well, since I rolled a nat 20, I get to attack again, so I'll go for the one in the middle this time. And that's for 16. For 6 points on the one in the middle. I'm going to attack him again. For a
There it is.
fail.
Oh, man. Who's in front of you? Direct line of sight. Thazit, you're taking an arrow right in the back.
Sure.
Things are not looking good.
You're welcome.
It's good. Roll some damage.
Oh, balls.
Oh, is it the fire one? Please tell me it was the fire arrow.
No.
Oh.
That would be a
6
terrible
points.
waste.
6 points of damage. Okay.
Got it.
Where did you get hit, Thaz?
Oh, that was square right in the right shoulder. He looks down and he sees his arrow sticking out. You know, so he's in immense pain and looks back at Granrick and just shakes his head and fuck. Dude, again?
I think I've hit everybody in our party at least once.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
I'm rubbing my knee just thinking about the last one.
And nobody has mentioned to him that maybe you don't want to shoot into the line of fire. Maybe shoot off to the side. That's fantastic. Okay, who's so Thazit's gone, Granrick's gone. No, who's up next?
Coach is gone.
I was plunging Granrick. So you got something, Mercer?
Or I go last.
Sure, that's fine.
You're in.
Thazit's going to reach down. He's got the Brunner's glove, so he's just going to walk right up to and he's going to try and throw a punch at him.
Ooh, sweet! You've got the whatchamacallit?
The Iron Gauntlet.
The Iron Gauntlet. Pete's probably laughing right now because I said whatchamacallit
Iron
again.
Palm Gauntlet. Yeah. Let's see if this works. That does it. And so that rolls ultimate.
Wow, nice.
For one. Yep. Yep. You know what? Take it. Here's one.
All right. You're going to spend a biscuit and get real heroic on this deal?
Yep.
Oh.
There we go.
Okay, so yeah, same thing happens, man. You just pound this thing into hundreds of little small marble-sized pebbles. When it explodes, again, there's this blue wisp of what you would have, you've seen kind of looks like magical energy. As it dissipates and the marbles just end up useless and rolling across the ground, leaving one last Flime, rocky-looking creature. Now, that's everybody's turn, so it's back to me again.
No.
Oh, Mercy's up.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Mercy.
All right, I guess I'll swarm that guy.
Okay.
Twill does not hit.
Okay, so your spell doesn't go off. That's what happens.
I'm gonna move behind.
Right. That's smart thinking. Yeah.
And then it's your turn now.
Okay. Scratch my eyeball here for half a second. And we're off to the races. My Flime is going to move at Thaz.
Yep.
Let's see if I can get a smash. So there's only a +1 bonus to this. Oh!
Uh-oh.
So it gets weapon effort and ultimate damage. You killed my brother. Oh, 6 and 2. It was almost a 1 on the ultimate, but it rolled over to a 2. A whopping 8 points as this little fly-me thing just sort of chews up. A whole bunch of them just kind of pile on you and start ripping away at your clothes. Their sharp teeth tearing away at your business. And everybody make me a perception check.
Nope.
Hell no.
Okay. Very cool.
I'm high my grand rate. I don't see anything.
Yeah, baby. I did.
Okay. Off in the distance, you hear some noise.
More flames.
Yeah, you see something moving back in here. Knocks over the bushes. Or not the bushes, the bookshelves. And it makes a bit of a noise, some noise and a bit of clutter, and it's kind of making its way over into your general direction. But you spot that, Pete, from back here. Everybody else is kind of unawares that it's back there. So, Pete, if you wanted to attack it on your turn, that's cool, but nobody else is really aware that it's there.
Yeah.
Take it away, ladies and gentlemen. That's my turn.
Okay.
Go on,
It's Clunge and I. I'll shoot. I'll go for him. See here.
Oh, for the love of God, don't hit me again.
That's a hit. That is a hit. 4 damage. 10 points of damage.
Okay, this is actually working out really well, having you guys just randomly go, because that thing is gone. Nobody else is aware that there's another one out here but Clunge. So it's cool that Clunge can pick the story up and just be like, oh, there's another one over there, and start casting at it. It's Sharon Stone. I just moused over it.
So I'll shoot at Sharon.
Wow, Sharon Stone.
That's a hit at 17.
I didn't realize there were so many fucking rock jokes that you could make.
Oh yeah, baby. 8 on Sharon.
Okay, so that's going to put Sharon at 8 points of damage. All right, so you kind of walk over there and you take aim, blast down here. Everybody's kind of looking at you like, what's going on? Mercy and Thazit, you see Clunge. He's shooting off into the distance. It's something that you're not quite aware of.
Well, yeah, that doesn't mean it's something unusual. Just Clunge throwing shit in the distance.
Right, he's like a fucking monkey throwing poo.
Yeah. All right, well, Thazit's just going to start walking towards that opening.
Okay.
He's going to get to there. I guess presumably see what that is.
Yep.
And then go, ah! And then out of, and just try to cast Crystal Sanctuary real quick in a quick defense sort of deal. Which is only a 13, so no dice.
Ooh, it does not go off.
Nope, that's my spell burn. See what happens. Spellburn fails as well. And how many rounds? For 2 rounds.
Okay, Mercy, you're the last one.
I step to where I can see Sharon Stone.
Yep.
And cast Swarm.
Okay.
God damn it, you better roll back. Okay.
It did. Objects, get my swarm token out.
Max damage, 18.
All right, very cool.
Oh, for 2 rounds.
So, you cast Swarm. You summon, what are some good book bugs and stuff, like ear bookworms? That would be one of them.
Nice.
Huh? Right? Some bookworms.
Maybe.
Some, all come flying out of these shelves, little bits of rotten, there's bugs down here, termites and shit like that. And, they all sort of swarm towards these flimes and stuff like that. You feel pretty good about casting, like the power of ear really sort of soared through you on that one. But as these little bugs climb over top of these little rocks, essentially, they don't really seem to be doing any damage to them. Your bugs are sort of nibbling at stone and stuff like that, and the effect of your swarm spell isn't really doing anything to them. However,
resistant to magic.
well, at least this one spell, because these little critters that you've summoned don't really seem to be able to eat the rocks and chew these guys up. But as you guys are standing there, Thazit, up at the front, watching these things sort of crawl out, you notice throughout the this little area, you start hearing noises. Oops. And not unfamiliar noises.
Uh-oh. Guys, there's a shitload of these things in here.
Ah.
There you go.
And we gotta get through. Shit.
And that's where we're going to end it.
Nice.
Okay.
You know who it is. You know who it is, don't you? It's Sly and the Family Stone.
That's right.
I'm going to give you a hero point for that. Well done, Pete. Well done. You know what? You can have two. I'll give some to you, one to Merce, another one to Granrick, because I feel like you guys need it. And we're going to call it right there. You walk up, look into this room, and you see that this room is literally covered with these guys. Now, they all say 8 and 9, but they actually should all read 1, so I'll probably have to fix that. Oops, we'll go around and turn all of these things down. But yeah, between you and that door up there that you saw that light fly through, there is a pile of these things knocking over shelves, bumping things in the night, and slowly making their way towards the back, almost as if this was a trap laid by somebody.
No.
Man.
That's okay. I've got an idea for next time.
It's a
Cool.
dragon.
We'll summon another dragon.
The dragon's brother. He called in a
I have to
favor.
write this down so I remember.
All right.
Yeah,
I'm
write it
going
down.
to pack this map so that everything gets saved, and we'll pick up our next adventure right here. If you guys want to do next Sunday, I could probably do that. I don't think I have any plans. And that'll give me time to build the last encounter. And next session will most likely be our last, our conclusion.
Oh, shit.
Dum.
I don't know. We got a whole room of monsters. We got a whole room of stone monsters to defeat. That's going to take a while.
Yeah, I'm okay for next Sunday.
Yep, I'm good.
All right, so I'm going to overwrite this. Well, hopefully Charles will be back, and we can put a pin in the adventure called Escape from New Haven. All right, thanks for watching, everybody. I'm going to smash the stop streaming button, and fuck this place. It's bullshit, and we're out of here.